What's up, guys? What's up, Adobe family? Thank you for watching. We are here live from San Francisco. My name is Raymond Alva. I will be working in some photos today in Photoshop and Lightroom. I'm excited today. We have some fun stuff planned. We also have Itzel here, an incredible designer. Would you like to say some stuff?
Yeah. Hi, guys. Buenos dias. I'm Itzel, and I'm a graphic designer and illustrator, and we are very excited to get started.
Yeah, awesome. Itzel will be hosting today, but she's actually going to be working as well later. We have a great day today. A lot of design, a lot of photo. We're kind of hitting all the creative spots. But I'm excited today to start off with some images in Lightroom. I am going to be doing a two-part segment today. So we'll start off right now, and then later in the day, we will come back to this project. But I want to work through some images that I just took this weekend of a private airport in New York. So super secluded. I got to spend the day last week with the head airplane mechanic. And so I want to kind of walk you guys through what does it look like to document a story, and then what does it look like to sequence those images to tell a story. It's all about storytelling for my segments today. And then in my part two later, we are going to be bringing these images into Photoshop and making some sort of a zine edit. So I know zines are not usually made in Photoshop, but I'm gonna show you guys some tools and some reasons of why you might want to design part of it in that segment. So let's hop into it. So we're going to be working in Lightroom Classic today. I love Classic. I think there's some great tools in here. And it's just classic, you know? I mean, it's just, this is what we were raised with. And so, so here's a quick overview of the images. I have a lot of images in here. This is kind of everything from the shoot. And so here we have, some portraits. We have our airplane mechanic working on the plane. And we see him taking parts from old planes, adding them to new planes, and kind of everything in between. And so we won't necessarily be looking at and editing all of these images, but what I really want to focus on is when we do a shoot, what is it that we're looking for when we have a full shoot? We just imported the SD card. What does it look like to pick only certain images?
I love that plane at the top with like the flames or like, I don't
know,
the very first
one.
Those classic looking
where...
face ones. It was at the that one. Or like a mouth almost. Yeah. It's so cool.
So this was actually an old World War II fighter plane. Super crazy. They this airport, they actually use these planes. You can pay and get like a private ride in them, like an hour ride. And then they also have glider planes here, which make it. Do you know what a glider plane is? Have you ever heard of those?
Yes, but I haven't seen one.
Okay, let me see. I should have a photo of it in here, but pretty much this is one right here. So a glider plane is a plane with no engine at all.
Oh.
Super interesting. But they use that World War II plane to drag this plane into the air, and then people are in here and they're flying it and just coasting.
Oh.
Super crazy.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Very
and
exciting.
All safety to this mechanic because he makes sure all the planes are up and running. So let's go ahead and just start looking through these. I kind of want to go through and I want to show you guys how I like to ingest my images in Lightroom using tools like the starring features, the color features, keywording, as well as smart albums. And so all of these sort of features that, we don't really think of when we think of like creativity within using Lightroom or Photoshop or whatever, these are the tools that make it so that, pro photographers can stay organized, stay on track, and also work on bigger form projects like making a zine or making a book. So I like to work initially by going through a star method. So If you are working in Lightroom, this works in the Cloud Lightroom as well as Classic. I can just push 1 on my keyboard, and as you could see, that just set my star rating to 1. And if I go back, if I just double click this, I can go up here under my, our library filter. If we have this shown, we can look at different things like the metadata. We can look at different things like the text that's maybe in the metadata or even the file name. And we could also look at different attributes of how those images are sort of rated or colored or organized. And so we could do different things like the flag feature, which is capable by pushing the P, or we could also look at if a certain image was exported or not. This might be good if you are working on different batches from a same shoot. You can look at if a image is edited or not, or colored, processed, if you will. And then also starred. So if we, just showing you guys a little bit more about this star feature, if we push the little 1 star, this is going to show us all of our images that have the 1 star applied. And we can adjust this by this little arrow right here. If we click on this, this will make it so that we can either do greater than or equal to 1 star, less than or equal to 1 star, or equal to 1 star. And so what that means is if I have this as a 1 star, this I push 2, I can go on, so 1 star, that shows me I am on everything greater than or equal to. If I go less than or equal to, that shows me 1 and below. So it's not showing me the 2 star. And then if I go equal to, that shows me only the 1 star, not the 2 star. So very technical. We're kind of getting in the nitty gritty right now, but super important if you are working with photos and trying to tell a story. So I like to kind of just start by going through every image one by one very quickly. And this is a process that most people in the photo industry called culling. So some people call this editing, some people call this culling, but I'm going to pretty much go through and I'm culling down the images that I want to be doing.
And our chat is, sorry to stop you.
Yeah, no,
our
please.
Our chat is really active.
Awesome.
First of all, Lily is saying, hi, I have questions for my class if I can ask them. Please feel free to send them our way.
Please, yes.
And then Kane is saying, do you create a new catalog for every photo shoot or do you keep all your shots on one single catalog?
Great question. So I'm going to be mentioning this a lot today. Different photographers and different artists have different workflows for everything. So I know some photographers who do work in the catalog section and have all their photo shoots all in catalog. And I know some photographers who work in sessions and pretty much make a new session every single time they have a photo shoot. So when you look in my files, in my library, I like to work in that session workflow. So I have a new sort of session every single shoot. So I like this. I think this keeps me a little bit more organized. It makes sense in my brain for some reason. And so this, as you could see, we have the Worldsboro Airport Lightroom name up here. And this is my session catalog for just this shoot.
And I guess that's what you're saying. It's like what makes sense for your brain the most.
Exactly. We all have very different
Yeah.
brains. And so it's all like trying to figure out what works best for you.
Absolutely.
A catalog might work better for you, but this works better for me.
Awesome.
So, yeah.
Thank you.
Awesome. So just to give you guys sort of a insight into my brain, what I'm looking for right now is I'm looking for blinks and blurs maybe. I'm looking for clean shots if it's in focus. I'm looking for lighting. I'm looking for maybe even crop or action. I love this action because, the mechanic is kind of like in the frame that I made. But I love this, I think, a little bit more because there's an action that's happening. And it gives a little bit of that story of he's working on the plane, he's looking for tools to use for that job. So yeah, it's, we're looking for different things right now. And so I think out of these two, I think I might start this one. I think out of these two, I think I like this first one. And then the second one, I'm actually going to take off that star. So I'm going through just giving my stuff 1 stars for, these are good images that I possibly want to use. And then anything that I might see that I might want I might really, really want to use, I might even label that a 2 or a 3, just depending on how I'm feeling. So.
Carol is saying, I flew in a glider, pulled the pin.
Nice. Nice. That's awesome. I sadly did not get to fly in.
I was about to ask. Dang it.
I'm so mad. I'm so mad. Yeah. We were literally walking to the plane and it started raining.
Oh no.
And so, yeah.
You were so close.
I was so close, so sad.
You'll have to go back.
Yeah, I know. I have to go back. I'm sorry, guys. I would have been showing you guys photos from a plane, but we're just, we're sticking to the ground for this one. Awesome. I like this silhouette. I think I like this guy, actually. This is fun. I think I might actually save this one. And then also when I'm shooting, I'm also looking at like the small little quirky details that, people, I don't necessarily look at this and think airplane, or mechanic or airport, but it's so interesting, like the little quirks and the little things that these pilots and mechanics are using.
Yeah.
So I don't know what he's using this baby powder for on the plane, but it's something, and I think that's so interesting. And, the goal is to give this insight to sort of the viewer of what does it look like to actually work on a plane, to prep for a flight. I've never seen a plane with this perspective before.
Yeah.
And so, yeah. So looking through, I kind of like this guy too.
Oh, that's so cool.
That's interesting.
Yeah,
I think
love that one.
yeah, I'm gonna save it, but I think I might have a better one later on.
Okay.
The same sort of thing, but I wanted to add some motion in there. And I added a red little strobe. Oh, I like this one a lot more, actually. Yeah, I think I might get rid of that one. Yeah. Interesting.
Oliver in the chat is saying, I used to separate catalogs, but if you want to use Cloud Sync, you can only sync to one catalog. So I had to merge them all into one.
That is true. And so, yeah, that depends on your workflow. Yeah, so I'm usually not working in the cloud necessarily. I work a lot just off my regular hard drive. But I do have one specific catalog that I do use for the cloud, and that is mainly my images that I'm shooting on my phone. So any iPhone photography, that is all synced to a specific catalog that I do have on my desktop.
Okay.
And so I am able to access that at times. Yeah.
Lily is asking, what advice would you give to someone just starting out in this industry?
Great question. Great question. I would say be curious. I think if we're looking at like, any advice that I would give you on becoming a better photographer, I think it's best to just like stay curious. Don't compare yourself to others. I know that's really hard, and I definitely struggle with that as well, preaching to the choir. But if if you stay curious, if you are interested in other people and in just the art of photography and storytelling, curiosity is going to be your best friend in that sense. So, yeah.
Absolutely. I always say be patient.
Be patient as well, yeah.
Yeah. It takes a while.
Yeah, and so here in the story, we're kind of, we're hopping in. We realized that in order to do the thing that we needed to do, we needed to go somewhere else. And we hopped on this golf cart to go to another part of the airport. And these are the kinds of, motion shots that I'm really, really intrigued with. Telling that story, being mindful of that. And so now we're going into that new plane. Here's that glider that we were talking about earlier. The shot is just so weird. Like he's just chilling out, and where is his head? kind of cut them off. We got some fun details in here. Some more portraiture kind of work, and I'm gonna see if this is in focus. Yeah, it looks fairly good. The file's still loading. Yeah, that looks in focus. Love this. Now we're going back, riding around. Oh, I kind of like this one a little bit more of that. We'll get rid of the other one later.
Also, Lily is asking, what's her certification software or courses do you think are most valuable for beginners?
That is a great question. I think, Lily, you are on the right track because you're watching this. Adobe Live has some of the best content for learning Lightroom specifically.
Yeah.
And so I would, like, there is so much good stuff on both the Behance and the Adobe Live YouTube channel. And so I really think, like, just, you know, on the YouTube channel, there's different playlists specifically for Lightroom and for working within photography.
Yeah.
So I would look at those. Like, I think that is, like, incredible.
Yeah, and it's all free.
It's all free, which is crazy. Yeah, YouTube University, you know? I mean, crazy.
Seriously.
Yeah, so here's this little part that we took out of this plane. You can see it here. This is what he was digging in this plane for, and now we got it. And now we're working on it and fixing it, getting out this strange mystery liquid, draining it. I don't know anything about planes, so I was like,
mystery liquid.
wow, mystery liquid. I didn't realize there was any liquid in there. That's crazy. Now we have some digging in that toolbox that we saw earlier too. So just thinking about our past images, this might be a great image to pair with that other wider shot, you know? So just thinking about that for when we bring these into the zine format. Some more details. I love this one. Love that. And now these are interesting, and now we're looking inside that compartment, and I think I do like this one, I think a little bit more. I think the framing is a little bit more balanced. There's not as much dead space. Here, it's a little boring necessarily, and I feel like it cuts off his shoulder a little too much. Here, we get the whole rest of his body, his back. We see, you know, this takes up most of the frame. And I'm really looking for, in these photos, what's necessary in the frame and what's unnecessary. What's distracting and what is going to be beneficial for the story. And so, some more details. I don't think it's necessarily needed. We got some interesting chairs.
Oh, I like that one too.
Yeah, so this is the one that I mentioned earlier.
The studio.
Yep, so kind of showing like more of those tools, but in a more interesting way.
Yeah.
There's a little bit more detail and story here. It's like these old, like maybe school or like church chairs. I don't know. It's like very like an interesting chair that seems a little out of place. It looks a little too like fancy, but also retro and like, I don't know. Or like in a doctor's office or something. Like, I don't know. Like it's not airport vibes. So looking at that, we have the emblem up here from the plane, but then framing within the chaos of what the workshop is. So really like that one. There's also this one, but I think I like this one a little bit more.
Yeah. Oh, that one's cool
too.
too.
Yeah. So one of the planes that he was working on, actually, he had to take the wings off and bring them into the shop and work on them. So I like that. I like this one. Oh, I like that one actually more. Here he had to work on shaving down a windshield.
Oh.
So he is literally grinding down the windshield. Here I was getting some alternate angles, got on the roof, and it's definitely important to, when you are working on a project like this, think differently, be curious, like we said earlier. And so yeah, and here is him putting on the windshield. Marking, making some final adjustments. Oh, I like that. I love it's like, I don't know, it's like weird and like distorts him in a
Yeah.
way. A little bit more abstract, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, which one do you think? Do you like this? The tighter or the wider?
The wider.
You like the wider?
Yeah.
I think I do too. I think this is a little too like, it's almost like claustrophobic a
A
little bit.
little bit.
Yeah.
Lily is asking, and because she has a class, so I think the classroom is asking
Awesome.
questions.
Great.
But she said, what inspired you to do the shoot?
Yeah, great question. I actually did this shoot I was just at a photography workshop that your students should all apply for next year, called the Eddie Adams Workshop. And this is a place where 100 of the best, or not necessarily best, but 100 photojournalists and portrait photographers and just photographers in general go to this sort of like camp in New York. And at this camp, you get to hear from different speakers and different people in the industry. And you get to shoot when you're there as well. And you get an assignment that you are sort of given in order to document. And this was my document. And so I did not know that this airport existed a week ago. But this past weekend, I got to spend time there. And I am so happy that I did. I am like, I want to shoot more planes now. So, yeah.
Is this in New York?
This is in New York.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yep.
And then Kane is saying, going back on being curious, I'm curious to know if you've ever tried reaching out to one of your most favorite inspirations for photography and ask for feedback on your work or for advice.
Yes, that is a great question. And I have, and I recommend everyone do so. I think that is like the best thing that I've ever done in my career. I've literally reached out to some of my top 5 photographers and got coffee with them and showed them my portfolio, and they were just so generous with their time. And I think specifically within photography, like people are much more open than I think we think. People are open to, just, I don't know, photographers love talking about photography and it like gets us like all energized. And so I think that doesn't necessarily stop no matter what level you are. And so thinking about like our favorite photographers or artists, they're most likely down to look at your work. And if you are just, I think a good tip and rule of thumb is like, send them an email, encourage them that you love their work, explain why you love their work, give a link to your Instagram or website, and ask for their thoughts. And that has worked wonders in my career. So, and I've made even friends with some of my favorite photographers now. So
that's so cool.
Yeah. So now we have gone through our whole shoot. We've looked sort of at this perspective. What's the story here? And a common theme that I'm seeing is we're not necessarily flying, but we're getting ready for flight. And so I think that's like sort of the story that I'm wanting to tell here is, I think we could go a couple different ways. We could go, maybe he's prepping the plane. Maybe something broke on his flight or he noticed something and so he has to like fix it. Or maybe these are other people's planes and he has to, sort of, maybe they're paying him or something and he has to fix those. Or maybe this is his own personal plane and he has to get ready for a flight. Maybe he has to go somewhere. Maybe he's late somewhere, so he's rushing. I don't know. But I think I really like that last sort of story of like he's prepping for a flight that he's going to go on. So and now that I have done my star ratings, I didn't necessarily do a lot of 2s, but we'll go back for that later. Like I said earlier, we could push this little attribute button up here and show the 1 star, or another feature that I absolutely love in Lightroom that I know, like as a working photographer, this has made my workflow just so much easier. It's a little, it's tedious sometimes if you want to look at, maybe this guy is, I'm going to set this one to red by just pushing 6. Maybe this guy is red and, maybe I want to label different colors for different things, maybe this one I really like, so I'm going to label this one 2. And then over here, I really like this one too. And I'm going to go red. And maybe there's different reasons. You know, we said our 1 star was we'd maybe want to use it in the zine. Our 2 stars are we for sure want to use it in the zine. Maybe our red is maybe something that maybe we title them detail shots or something like that. Actually, I really like that. So let's actually get rid of the red on here.
Tanner is asking, what questions are you asking to the people you're shooting in order to capture what they want, but also have the creative ability to capture through your lens as well?
That is a great question. Specifically for this shoot, I asked him, show me what you do. Simple as that. Like the simple question of like, I want to be a fly on the wall and just do what you would do on a regular day. And, you know, there was definitely some, you know, questions throughout the day. He would say something that would like spark my brain. And so I would ask him another question based on that. But he is, you know, he was just talking through the whole time and I wasn't giving him too much. I think it's like making people feel comfortable enough to open up to you. Maybe they might not have done something like this before. And so it's kind of your job in order to make them feel comfortable. And there's different ways of how to do that. Yeah. But these I did not, you know, I didn't, even to answer Lily's question now, I didn't plan any of these shots in advance. It was very much like following what I felt was right in the moment. You know, there's this famous photography quote of like, photographers are meant to capture like the decisive moment. Like it's the decisive, that's like a huge thing. And so this was all about following that sort of moment. So here I'm getting some more like detailed kind of shots that I am going to be labeling as red. And I'll show you guys why in a minute.
Also, Lisa is asking, is this project being published in a magazine?
This is not actually going to be published in a magazine, but it will be published on my Instagram. So
if you stick around till, what is it, 12?
Yes.
Yes. Then you will see it being made into a zine. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, so a personal zine, so it won't be in a real magazine, but say I had a magazine, I want to show you guys what it would look like to design that in Photoshop and also, you know, Yeah. So self-publishing zines, everyone's got to do it. It's very important.
It's so fun.
Yeah. So awesome. So now I have a couple 1 stars. I have a couple 2 stars. I now want to show you guys why I do that. And, you know, from here, everything's still there. You know, our organization, it doesn't really make sense necessarily. But over here in this section, we have collections. And in here, we can do a smart collection. And what this does is this makes it so that our attribute bar on top, you know, I don't want to keep pushing buttons to go to the red, go to the 1, go to the 2. This smart collection makes different folders that are able to organize the photos for you. And this is what I'm going to use to sort of make my selects for the zine, as well as organize and order them in order to tell that story that we're making. So for this first one, for the first star, I like to think of my first star as, you know, zine, maybe selects. And then in here, greater than or equal to 1 star. So now when I go to zine selects, these are all the images that were 1 star.
That's cool.
So it just automatically does it. If we go back into here, this shows me everything. We go into here, it shows me the 1 star. And then we're just going to keep making a couple. So now we are going to do our 2 stars, which these are like my for sure images that I need to like put in there. So I'm just going to do major selects. So, I mean, this is not any sort of specific recipe or naming convention or anything. But for this one, we'll do 2 stars. And then for here, as you can see, we only did 2. And then we are also going to make another one. We'll do this one, details. And then the great thing is it doesn't have to only be stars that you can pull from. You can go to, if you click right here where it says rating, there are a lot of different categories that you can work with. So you could do if it was exported or not, if it was picked, if it's a certain color, which we'll do right now. Even if you are working in a bigger catalog, maybe what day it was shot and date, maybe any of the, you know, the metadata, what white balance, what camera you shot it with, what shutter speed you were at. So you can get very, very in-depth with this. Yeah. So label color is red, and you could do, or I could do all the images that aren't detailed too, is not red. So we'll do that. And then this shows us our sort of images so far. And so this is just a great way to make sure that we're able to stay organized, stay on track. Also, if we're working with a team, this is able to, you know, I can just show them my computer or show them this real quick. So yeah, I love this. It's, I think, really interesting that, you know, so many, even if you're just getting started in Lightroom, or if you've been working in Lightroom for years and you're a pro photographer, this is a feature that I think anyone can use, and it can benefit anyone's workflow.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So I'm going to label these by file name real quick. So now let's get going to actually processing these images.
I'm excited.
Yeah. So we are going to start off with some presets that I have. These are all of my presets on the left that I have made over the years, and there are a lot. It is not as organized as it should be, I know. It's somewhat organized, but then you get down here and then it's just a lot of craziness. So let's just go through here.
That's so cool, though. That immediately makes such a big difference.
Totally. Yeah. It gives a feeling to the images that we might not have had if we were, you know, just looking at the raw image. You know, raw images are good, but we want to add some flavor to these. We want to give it a sort of feeling and emotion. And so let's see. What about this one? What looks here? So I have some black and whites in here, which I think I might add some black and whites too. These naming conventions are crazy, I know. Oh, I kind of like that blue.
That's fun.
Yeah, I like that. I think I am going to warm it up a little bit. So with all presets, everything is just a starting point. And so you can, in Lightroom, it already comes with Lightroom, or with presets that you can sort of use. Or I encourage everyone to sort of build your own. It's really a good practice of learning and also making sure that your workflow is super fast in the future. And so because of this, you're able to, you know, get your clients your images faster. You're able to, you know, not make the post-production process as tedious and as draining. So,
and you give it your own personal touch.
Exactly, yeah.
Lily is asking, do you usually start your workflow in Lightroom or Bridge before moving into Photoshop?
Great question. Most of the time, I like to use Lightroom sort of as Bridge. So you could definitely do exactly what I just did right now. You can use that in Bridge. There's the same sort of features of the starring and the labeling and the color ratings. But I like to just keep it all within here so I could just make my color adjustments as I'm working, you know. Because, you know, say I'm looking at this image and maybe I notice that something is not in focus or I don't like the color, I can just take this out. Or I could add this to a 2-star, which automatically adds it to that major select folder. And so, so that's super important. So I'm just making sure. Another great little tip in Lightroom is I can just push the little slash key, and what that does is that shows me the raw as well as the edited image. So that's good to just make sure that I am not getting too carried away of myself. You know, we don't want to be, I have one preset that is kind of crazy. I'm just going to show you, you know, it's a lot, you know.
That's fun, though.
It's fun for, you know, it's a look, it's a specific feeling. It's a vibe, but maybe not necessarily for this. And, you know, if I look at the before after, if I'm just sitting in front of my computer screen for 6 hours and this is how my image ends up,
Oh, yeah.
I need to be looking at it and I'm like, whoa, that is, if this is a natural, sort of documentary style photo shoot, then I don't want it looking like this.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So we'll go back to this image. I'm really liking what this is looking
Me
like
too.
right now.
Yeah.
And I'm actually just going to crop this real quick. And I just push the R button, which takes me to the crop panel. I think we'll maybe make this a little larger. Yeah, awesome. And I just want to show you guys. So this is, we have our presets. We can do this for every single image if we wanted to, go through, pick our own preset. But I want to show you guys a feature that I love. It's actually like, I have been wanting this feature for years. And Lightroom just added it the last couple months. So before, we could always copy and paste our Lightroom preset. So, if there's a image with a certain color that we wanted to apply that same color to the new image, we could copy paste. But what we also have now is, say if none of these were selected, we would have to go through and select certain ones. Maybe we didn't want the remove, maybe we wanted the color grading, our curves. You'd have to go through and pick every single one. But now we have subset presets for, copy and pasting. So if I go here to wrap, this selects only the features that I want it to copy, which might sound like, I don't know. I was so excited. I don't know how excited how the level of excitement. I don't know if I've ever been that excited for a Lightroom feature, honestly, because it just takes a lot of time, and it's great because Lightroom and Adobe listens to the things that photographers want, and they build a workflow that is both it works, and it's good, but it's also good because it helps us save time, and that's the main thing. So so I love this. I'm going to save all of this. I don't want to copy over my crop. I don't want to copy over anything I removed or masked or anything. So we're just going to copy, and then we can paste. And I just did that by doing Command V to paste, and then Command C to copy. So yeah, I love that. It might look a little dark, so I'm going to bring up my exposure. And another way of how to do that, say I wanted to apply this to all of the images, I am just going to go in here and I'm going to click Shift, click on that last image, and there's a little button right here called Sync. And what this does is pretty much exactly what we were just doing in the copy and paste, but it's applying to every image that I have selected. So if I push synchronize, it is going to be applying that feel and look to every single image in our shoot. And as you can see, it didn't perfectly apply all of these settings. This is a little too bright.
Yeah.
But this is when, it's supposed to give you sort of a starting point.
Yeah, a great starting point.
Exactly. And so now we are going to go through, we're going to go look, make sure that if we need to change anything. Also, I'm looking for maybe some masking opportunities using the new features within Adobe Lightroom. So yeah, I'm also thinking do I want this in a black and white? Maybe. Yeah. Let me bring that guy down a little bit. Love that.
I don't know if we know the answer to this question, but is remove dust spots coming to LRC Lightroom Classic at max? Do we know the answer to that?
I don't know.
Okay, yeah. I'm like, that's...
Yeah. I wish I knew.
Yeah.
I wish I had the inside scoop.
That's behind the scenes stuff.
Yeah.
We'll all find out.
Yeah, we'll find out eventually. Yeah, if you guys don't know, Max is coming up. So
Yes, so soon.
Yeah. If you guys are in the LA area, it is definitely something to check out. So as well as I'm sure, even the live team, we're going to be live streaming all throughout that week before and after.
Yes.
And so definitely make sure to check that out on Adobe Live's YouTube channel and Behance. So awesome. So even this one, this I think is a little dark, and I think bringing up the shadows works, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to get a mask. I'm going to select my object, and what this does is I can just select this guy, and hopefully it detects the chair. Beautiful.
Perfect.
Beautiful. I'm going to turn off show overlay, and I'm going to add my shadows back onto just that image. Maybe I'll add a little exposure as well, bring some contrast back into there.
Love it.
Yeah, and so even clicking this little eyeball tool, before, after, we're all about our subtleties here. And I think this area, was already pretty bright. I like the tonal range. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually select or deselect from the mask. So by using my brush tool, I'm going to change my size of that, as well as bring up my feather, bring down my flow, and I'm just going to slightly take that out of the mask. And as you could see, bring up my feather. Yeah. It is. There we go.
Oh, I see it.
So it's very, very slight. I'm actually going to take this out and then see here. Yeah, so now we just brought this little section a little back down. Yeah, now it looks a little bit more natural, I think.
Yeah.
So I might even feather it off a little bit. Bring this guy down. Yeah, that looks good. Awesome, so we'll keep going. This guy, yeah, I love this with the color on it. That's so interesting. Bring in the crop a little bit, keep going. So there's that detail that we were talking about earlier, but I think I like that chair one more. So actually, I'm gonna push 0 on this, and what that does is get rid of the star rating.
Okay.
And as a result, that gets rid of it. It doesn't delete the image, but it gets rid of the image from this folder because we are working in a smart collection. Awesome.
Sean was messing with us because he says he's working the Lightroom booth.
Oh, Sean. So Sean knows.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Sean, do we get the inside scoop? What's going on? Awesome. So this guy's great. I think this blue bucket is a little distracting though.
Oh, yeah.
So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to use my remove tool using generative AI, and I'm just going to select this guy. Perfect. And you could go either way with that, honestly. And I'm going to click remove. Perfect.
Oh, awesome.
Beautiful. Oh my God, that was so good, actually. Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's like,
you never know.
So you never know. And like generative is getting so much better. Like every single month, I feel like it gets better. And I love how it matched like the motion blur and like, oh my God, wow. I'm blown away every single time, honestly. That looks great now. I love that. And now to keep with the consistency, I'm actually going to do the same thing on this one. Here we go. Okay. Analyzing. Oh, it's a little laggy. There we go. Beautiful.
Perfect.
Wow. Absolutely perfect. Love that. Love that.
Never there.
Yeah, and I think also with this one, like I love what's happening here. It's like, I don't know, it's so the color story is really interesting, but I think my ground, I'm like losing texture. Like when I was there, I remember seeing just like the worn in asphalt. And so I think what I want to do is using, this feature came out a couple months ago, the landscape. But what this does is this separates all the objects in the landscape to, you know, we have the sky, which it can automatically mask up sky. We have the architecture and the artificial ground.
Okay.
And so artificial ground, you know, that's asphalt, concrete, anything on the ground that might not have been there. And so I'm going to create a mask of just this, and then I'm going to take off my overlay. I'm just going to bring that exposure down, as well as bring the contrast up, and then I'm going to keep going. I'm going to add a little bit of a curve. Yeah, just add a little bit of that punch there. And so let's see, let's make this a little bigger and showing you guys just the difference that that can make. Yeah, perfect. Awesome. Okay, we'll keep going. Oh, I like this one.
There's a question. It says, I have a white-on-white studio photo shoot coming up soon. Any advice on how to separate a subject from the background using one or several strobe lights?
Great question. I would say, so on a white, if you were using a black backdrop or a darker background, I would say make sure to add a rim light or a hair light, which pretty much adds light from behind the subject, and that will sort of separate their hair from falling into the background. But for a white backdrop, there's a couple things you could do. You can light the backdrop separately, making it a pure white backdrop. Or you can even, if you want to get a little creative, you can make a silhouette by not lighting the person at all and then only lighting the backdrop. And then that completely separates it. But it's a little bit different of a vibe, you know? So depends on what you're looking for, what you want. So yeah. Awesome. So now we're just still going, and I really like the color of all these, but it's mainly just the exposure that's kind of bugging me a little bit. And so because of that, if I'm noticing that there is maybe a theme of exposure is a little too low, I'm going to bring my exposure down, and I'm going to select maybe only the images that are similar to it. I'll go here, I'll go sync, and I'll go check none, exposure, synchronize, and that just made it so that it matched that exact exposure.
You don't have to go one by one.
Exactly, yeah. Just seeing the before and after. I come down just one more, maybe a tenth of a stop of light. And here, this one I'm going to crop in. Maybe crop in a little bit more, that Mr. Liquid.
Oh yeah, it looks so good. And I know we're almost coming
we're wrapping up.
Yeah, so if anyone has any more questions, please feel free to send them our way.
Yes.
Yeah.
Awesome. We have some great streams, just to let you guys know and remind you. We are streaming live from San Francisco in the Adobe offices. We will be here not all day, but most of the day. Most of the day.
Till 1.
Yeah, till 1. So please feel free to stay around, hang, ask us questions. We love to answer and just walk you guys through the process of what we're doing. This one, I'm actually going to add a little black and white guy on here. And I think I am going to copy this, go back to my little subset. See, I told you guys, it comes so in handy. I love it so much.
So cool.
Yeah, a little sneak in here. Awesome. Now we're still just bringing our exposure down a lot. So I'm actually going to do that for these guys. Select just my exposure. think I'm gonna make this one black and white. What do we think? Yeah. Ooh, so moody. I love the mood.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah, these are nice too in black and white. Yeah. And so here the mechanic is actually adding a new windshield to a plane, which sounds so crazy to me. I don't know. I'm just like, that sounds like a very important job to do. And he's just doing it, and he's chilling, and he's relaxing. But I love how this, oh, I love that red. That's so nice.
Oh, yeah.
Awesome. And as we're getting closer to the end, we're starting to really, understand what's happening, what story is being told. And I think this is going to be a great way, after we finish up looking at these, I just want to look through everything as a whole and kind of see where we're landing with our story. And in a little bit, I'll be back kind of showing you guys what it looks like to sort of organize these images into a way that could be read in a little zine. So we're going to be making a little 6x9 zine that will be easy to sort of show the work in a more chronological order, in a story order, as well as using new tools in Photoshop like the dynamic text feature. That feature is insane. I've been messing with it a ton, and so yeah. I'm just gonna add a little bit of a mask there, and then I actually want to make this guy, I want to transform this a little bit. Just make that sign perfect in there. Crop in a little bit. Ooh, which one do we like more?
Ooh. Dang, that's hard.
That's hard. I think I might like this one more.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna make it black and white though. Ooh, the mood. Yeah. Yeah, so this one, I'm actually going to push 0 to get it out of my collection so we don't see it anymore. Just because we are, like we said many, many times, we're thinking about the story. We're thinking about the zine, what's going to be beneficial. I like that one more, so I'm going to get rid of that. And then you always got to have a simple portrait. You always got to have something to just bring it home. Awesome. There is that. Now, as we could see, as simple as that, we just culled our whole images, looked through the whole collection, figured out what images we wanted and didn't want, and we also processed the images and made sure that our color matched the theme. It was a cloudy day. We wanted to give it some moody vibes. We were getting ready for the plane, getting ready for the plight. That's not a word. Plane flight. Getting ready for the flight, and we have created a great story. And the story's there, and now it's how do we bring it even more together? We're not going to be able to put all of these images into the zine. We're just making a little 10, 20 page zine, or we're going to do 20. Yeah, we can't put all of these, but in the next segment, in a couple hours, I'm going to be walking you guys through why am I going to be using certain images, what does that look like in a zine format, and how does text play into that?
Yeah, I'm excited to see. This was so fun, and yeah, I'm excited to see the zine and check out the new features in Photoshop that you're going to show us.
Yeah.
That's at noon,
Yes,
right?
that's at noon.
Yeah.
Yes.
And next, I'm going to be up, and if you guys work in Illustrator and Adobe Express, you should stay tuned.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah.
Sweet. Thank you so
Awesome,
much.
thank you.
Yeah,
This
awesome.
was so fun.
Yeah.
Talk to you guys soon.
See you guys.
We are going to be hanging out today working in Photoshop.
Here we have my album cover, and I have it here placed in a new feature in Photoshop called Projects. What Projects is a way to collaborate with all the files in one project all at one time.
Wait, I like this. Can you share this project with me?
Yes.
And it has all of the elements in here, and so I can just come in very quickly, and I am going to download this. So really cool, really easy way to work collaboratively with different people.
Now we are going to make some mock-ups. To start off with this, I am going to get my little selection tool and I'm going to select where I want the image to actually be. I'm going to make a solid color over that. I'm going to make this screen, and now we are able to change the color of said cover.
Smart.
Whenever. From here, I am going to actually make this into a smart object. We can place this in here. We are going to hold Option in between our two layers, and that's going to mask the top layer into the boundaries of the bottom layer. And once we do this, we can hit Command S to save it. We go back into here, and now it is automatically there, fitting to the edge. And so what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to make another layer mask for this exact same spot, and I'm going to go to my levels and I'm going to bring my blacks down just a little bit. And so I want to add another image into here. Let's make another one of these little mask guys. I'm going to bring this guy in here. So right there, and then just like before, I'm going to mask it to that bottom layer, Command S, and there, and then we are actually going to do the same thing. We'll bring this guy in here, and then same exact process. We are going to select just the actual vinyl. We'll bring this guy back in here, and then we are going to blur this.
Ooh.
Interesting.
I'm not mad about that.
Can we make a scene?
We can make a scene. Let's make a scene.
Let's make
I can't believe you.
Okay, let's select this now. Bring this over. If you guys don't know about this new feature, it's called Harmonize, and it's going to change your life. We are going to click this button, Harmonize, and it is going to place the top layer on top of the bottom layer. It reads the lighting, it reads the color, the tone, it reads everything in the bottom image. And this looks pretty solid, I think.
Well, you can even see the reflections on there.
Yep, exactly. So here's the before and then the after with the Harmonize.
I can come into this document. I'm going to select one of these objects. We're gonna go to animation and go to animate all. Let's try this, sunrise. Yeah. And then some of these other elements. This horse, I know that we talked about it. We're gonna do wobble.
That's insane.
It's so crazy.
Oh my gosh.
So wobble is a new effect that just came out. We can have
That's
it kind
perfect.
of, yeah, perfect.
Oh my gosh.
Are you ready?
Oh, I like that a lot.
Wait.
Brain blast.
Oh, I have an idea. So I'm gonna mask this. That's great. Turn this off. There we go. And now I
There
can
we
just come
go.
in here and I'll
Just clean
this
up a little bit.
Okay, so I have all the pieces that I need. So I'm gonna save this as just a local PSD, and then I'm gonna import it into Express real quick. Here we go. This is gonna be great. So I'm gonna upload this, and then we are actually just gonna like put it over the cover.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna do animation, and the animation is going to be spin. Okay, that's all animating. And then once the horse comes in, here we go. From the top, play. Cool, great.
Love it.
Love it.
And
vinyl, roll out. Yeah!
Oh! That was amazing. That was just,
We did it.
wow.
Wow, I'm so proud of us, and we did it in time.
Yep.
All right, thanks for
pretty
joining us.
Hi, we are back at Adobe Live. I'm with Itzel. I'm Kat. I'm a graphic designer, and I flew in from LA yesterday, so I'm very excited to be here. Itzel, do you want to talk about what you're going to be doing on the stream?
Yeah. Hi, everyone. Welcome back. If you were here from before, then you've seen me, you know me. But if not, my name is Itzel. I'm a graphic designer and illustrator, based out in San Diego, originally from Tijuana, Mexico. But I am really excited today because we're going to dive into creating a Halloween pop-up flyer. And basically, we will start off in Illustrator. We're gonna do some cute designs, and then we're gonna take them into Adobe Express, and I'm gonna show you to use the brand library and how to make how to choose a template, how to make a flyer, and all that fun stuff. So let's get started. If you have any questions, please send them to the chat. I would love to answer any questions, and then Kat here too. Like, we'll both be doing this as we go, so I'm very excited. So let's get started. Like I said, we are gonna start in Illustrator. Let me create a document. I think I'm gonna do. So what I'm doing right now is basically I wanna start and create some icons because Express is really great because you could just go in and choose a template and swap everything out and use Adobe Express's library for illustrations and icons and everything else. However, I love to implement my own illustrations and my own work into it. So I will create icons and create things that I can then bring into Express. And so when I'm short on time or when I just need some fresh ideas, I'll go in there and then start from their template libraries and then build from there. So that's exactly what we're doing today. Do you do that?
I do use Adobe Express sometimes. I like to use it for the stock images mainly and the background remover, especially when I'm just not in the mood to illustrate.
Yes.
And then I'll just play around with that and then mess around with it in Photoshop or something.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I love the background remover for I also have an online shop, so I will take merch photos and then just remove the background. It's so easy. Let me see. And since this is a Halloween pop-up, I want to do some cute pumpkins. I have this old little file that I drew, but I just have a screenshot. So this was originally created in Photoshop, but I'm going to do a quick Illustrator version of it. Oh, I do not want this to be in CMYK.
Yeah, I was gonna ask. I was is there a reason? Are you gonna print it out for?
Yeah, no. I don't know why it. Yeah. So I'm gonna do this as a starting point. I think I'm gonna do a couple little pumpkins, and then we'll see. Let's.
Oh, and you got the tablet out.
Yeah, I work on a Wacom. I have a little. I forgot the name right now, but it's a Cintiq, just the smaller one. But this one's my little to-go, yeah. So, the Intuos. Okay, so let's see. I want to draw a cute little pumpkin, and I'm going to just do the brush tool because honestly, I love the brush tool.
Same. I love the brush tool.
I feel like when I went to college, I'm just going to trace these little shapes. I feel like when I went to college, I used the pen tool the whole way through. And then not so long ago, maybe 10 years ago now, but I discovered the brush tool and I never looked back.
How long have you been designing for?
For a long time. Close to 15 years.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's amazing. What's your favorite program?
Illustrator.
Yeah.
Illustrator girly. I don't know what I was thinking. I feel like this isn't a very classic pumpkin shape, but you know what? We're gonna do a couple fun shapes. Oh, what is happening? Oh my goodness. There we go. Whoa. It got stuck. Oh no, it's lagging a little bit. There we go. These pumpkins kind of look like tomatoes, but you know
I
what?
like the imperfect shape.
Yeah, I kind of want to do...
Plus, I feel like the brush tool with the smooth tool is just it's a good combo, so you can't go wrong.
Yeah. And I mean, if you look at my work is very playful, so I think it all works out.
Oh, Lily is asking, can you explain your workflow?
Yeah, I think, well, it really depends on the project, honestly. But I'll have my concept, whether I just love I love a pumpkin mado.
Yeah,
see?
thank you, Katie.
Thank you. So I normally start out whether I sketch out a rough concept or I love to write notes. Like instead of sketching, I will write out like Halloween flyer, pumpkin, smiley faces, text, da da da, and then I will go in and I will start sketching immediately into Illustrator. I think sometimes I'll start with pen and paper, but I think normally I do straight to Illustrator.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm the same way.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I'm very used to it. I feel like it's just like second nature now, even for my concepting phase. Like I like it in here. And then, yeah, normally I will stay in here. Sometimes I do Photoshop. It just depends on the project that I'm working on. So let's see. We do have, perfect. We have our little pumpkin mados. And then I want to do, I don't think I'm going to do the same faces. So we're going to, let's see. We're going to do, wait.
Do you ever just design on the trackpad?
No.
So it's just always the Wacom?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I got a Wacom for my birthday like 8 years ago, and I just never learned to use it. Like, I could never get used to it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You know what? I remember like when I first started using it, this was a while ago, and it took me a little bit, but honestly, I never looked back. Like, you mean like directly on here? No! You cannot. You guys, please save your wrists. I remember like, or a mouse
Yeah.
is wild. I'm like, your wrists are going to be hurting so much when you're older, please.
Lily says she would love to have you explain the keys you're using. Like any shortcuts or anything like that.
So I feel like I'm not very much a shortcut person. I don't know. I'm just like so used to my flow, but I'm doing the B, which is the brush tool. And then the V as in Victor for selecting. And then the A if I need to go to my point and like fix something. I think those are like my main ones. I'll try to...
And then like Command Z for like undoing things.
Yes. Oh, definitely. Command C for copying. Command Z for undoing. Or wait. No. Yeah, undoing. Like designing and explaining keys at the same time. My brain is hurting.
Manuela asks, how do you export that as an image for best resolution?
So right now I'll show you guys once we get to Express, but from here, I mean, you can just go file, export, and then it really depends if you're saving as a PDF for printing, if you are saving as a JPEG or PNG for Instagram, like it really depends on what you're using it for. Okay. Let me get back into my little pumpkins.
Yuritsa Marie says, yay, 2 of my faves collabing.
Yay! Thank you. Also, let me know where you guys are watching from, because I just heard that there's people from all around the world, so I'm curious. We are in San Francisco, so I just want to know where everyone's at.
Did you fly in from?
I did, from San Diego.
Oh, okay. Awesome.
Yeah. Wait, you said did you come from LA?
I did.
Yeah.
My flight was delayed by like 4 hours.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, it sucks. Thankfully, I didn't have like a delayed flight.
I know.
Let's see. I did like...
Katie says hi from LA.
Hi, Katie.
Hi, Katie. Andrea is from Portugal. Lily is from Florida.
Oh,
wow.
Awesome.
Worldwide.
Yay. I love it. Okay. I feel like this is supposed to be fast, and I'm just taking my time because it's so fun to draw these like cute little faces.
Yeah, I love the eyes.
You know?
Yeah. And then the little triangle nose.
Yeah, let's see. Let me fill it up with black. Thank you. Wait, why is it not filling?
Are the dots underneath the eyes like
Cheeks.
cute? Like dimples.
Yeah. Okay, I do like these little mouths, so you know what? I'm just gonna...
All right, Lily's in here with the questions. She says, what influences your design decisions the most? Function, emotion, or visual appeal? Wow, that's a really good question.
Yeah. So Lily has been joining us since earlier, and I think she has a class. What's your class, Lily? This is really cool, like all these questions you're asking. And to answer your question, I think it depends on what I am doing and what I'm working on, because sometimes it's a client project, and sometimes I am just designing for myself or for my Instagram. And so it just really depends. But I would say a lot of it is, it's definitely not function unless it's a client project. It's a lot of emotion and visual appeal. For me, it's just like I'm going for cute, I'm going for fun. A lot of my work is very Mexican-inspired, Latina-inspired, because I am both of those. So, yeah, I think just something that taps into that. I normally work on a desktop, so I don't have my MacBook set to...
Oh, you're doing great. You're doing great.
Thank you.
Claudia says hello from Venezuela.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oli oli. Okay. Some of these look like pumpkins, some of them do not. But you know what? I want to make this little... I'm just referencing my drawing real quick. Okay. And it's got a little tooth here. Okay. Okay, let's see. So...
Thank you. Oh, Lily says, this is for my intro to digital media class. We have to do a live event using Adobe.
Oh, so cool.
Oh, and I can answer the questions. All right, thanks, Lily. I will keep that in mind.
Yay, that's awesome. So right now I'm just finalizing my little drawings, and then I'm gonna start coloring them up. And then we're gonna move into Express and start creating our little fake flyer. Let's see. Ooh.
Oh.
Adobe would like to record my screen. Okay, I don't know what that was, so we're gonna deny it for now.
Yeah.
Whoa, that tooth looks crazy now. Hold on. You know what?
Lily asks, how do you choose your color palette or tones when editing photos or designing layouts?
Yeah, I think it depends on what I'm working on, because if it's for myself, I have a set color palette that I've been using for years that just matches my brand. But if I'm working with a client, they a lot of times will send me their style guides. They have set colors that I have to work with. So it really depends.
Do you have like a favorite team of colors that you tend to gravitate towards?
Yeah, I mean, they're always bright. I love pink, I love yellow, turquoise. At least in my work, I use a lot of those. What about you?
Yeah, I would say I love really rich, saturated colors as well.
Yeah.
So I think I tend to lean towards like the reds, the greens, and the blues a lot. Yeah, I try to avoid like, I guess, more neutral colors.
Same. Yeah.
But yeah, honestly, it just depends. Like if you're doing a client project and they have like a very specific color guide, you got to follow it. But usually I tend to choose clients who like to be really loud and vibrant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same. I feel like I don't even choose them. They just like gravitate towards me. So it's like we understand each other.
Yeah, those are like the best clients, I think, when people kind of find you and already like your work, and then you know
Yeah.
it's just like easier.
Definitely. Okay, so we're just coloring these up, and then I think I'm gonna give them a little green color pumpkin tops. Kind of like, are they green or are they like brown?
They're like I would say they're like brown,
Yeah,
like
huh?
pumpkins. Yeah.
Something like that, I guess. Let's see. I think I'm gonna get rid of the black outlines here.
Ryan Salvi with the pumpkin emojis. Hi, Ryan.
Hi, Ryan. Yeah. Pumpkins. I can't wait to see more stuff. I feel like I'm loving all the Halloween decor. I'm a Halloween girly more than Christmas, so this is my season.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do you have Halloween plans?
Actually, Max.
Oh,
I don't
oh
know.
my
I feel
God,
like we come back. Yeah. Adobe Max is like 26 through 30.
Yeah,
So I'm
yeah,
like, it's
yeah.
pretty much Halloween. So I don't know right now what I'm doing on the actual 31st. But it was my birthday on the 4th, and I did like a little Halloween themed get together. So that was fun.
Happy belated birthday.
Thank you.
Ryan Salvi says, love the illustrations. Halloween is my favorite holiday.
Yay. I know, it's just so fun. I was having this conversation the other day. Like, I used to love Christmas when I was a kid, but I think when you're older, it's just kind of like, I don't know, it feels like an obligation more than anything. I still do love the decor and all of that, but like for the, what's it called? Holiday itself, I feel like Halloween is just more playful.
Interesting take.
To me.
Interesting take.
This is your morning take on Halloween versus Christmas.
Lily mentioned, do you notice any color differences when you print or export your images? And then Ryan came in and he said, gotta make sure you're working in CMYK if you're printing, which is very
Yes.
true.
Yeah, I do a lot of Instagram work, like online web. So I do a lot of RGB, but definitely when I'm printing, gotta make sure it's CMYK. Okay, just doing some last little details, and then we are gonna start. I feel like this one ended up being a little dark. Okay.
I think my favorite pumpkin is the one at the end.
This one, the happy
Yeah.
one? Yeah, I think so too. I know. I think I need to brighten them up a little bit. Let's see.
You're so fast with this Wacom. It's like
Oh, yeah.
so impressive.
Thank you. I feel like I've also just been doing it a long time. I used to work in apparel design.
Oh.
Yeah, I did 8 years when I first started. Almost 10 years, actually, of apparel. So I used to design for, like, Disney, Star Wars, Marvel. And it was a very intense job. Very taxing job. But the one good thing was it made me really fast.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, that sounds intense.
Yeah.
8 years?
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God.
You know, it taught me a lot of skills, so. Now I'm just using my Pathfinder tool because I expanded my shapes and I want to make sure that there's no funky little outline, so I can just change the colors easily. So I'm expanding appearance and hitting the Pathfinder.
Love Pathfinder.
Pathfinder is my BFF. Let's see. I'm going to brighten these up. I feel like they ended up being a little muted for my liking.
Katie says, I love the little one with dimples.
Yeah, Yay! Starting, making them look kind of the same, but let's see. Okay. And maybe, let me see. Okay. Just gonna try to copy them over here and edit real quick. Ding. Does that work? Yeah, okay. And since I was working with the brush tool, I'm expanding appearance on my shapes just so they become like full shapes instead of a
Stroke.
stroke.
Yeah.
So then that way when I change the colors, it doesn't affect it or it doesn't mess with it. Also, for some reason, my strokes are not pure black, it seems like. Let's see where they are. This one looks darker. Oh. Okay. And then my last pumpkin. And then for these, I want to keep them playful. Obviously, if you want it, we could design a perfect and more accurate pumpkin, but I just like keeping things loose and fun.
That's the way to go.
Yeah.
Cody Bear actually said pumpkin tops are brown after they've been cut from the vine. So
Perfect.
Yeah.
No wonder, because I was like, are they green? But that makes sense. Okay, this one kind of looks like it has chicken pox or something.
I like her. She's cute.
Okay. Like I went a little bit overboard with the thingies, but it's okay. Okay. Let's see. Yay, we got our little pumpkins. And then now what I'm gonna do is actually I'm gonna select same fill and stroke because I want to select, oh, see, they're all kind of different blocks. Okay, select same fill and stroke. So we select all the blocks. I want to match them, and then I'm expanding them as well because I'm gonna change the size of them all right now. Yeah, for some reason the blacks ended up being different all throughout. Object.
X designer says hello with hearts.
Hello.
Let us know where you're from.
Yeah, where are you guys at? Okay. So now I should be able to make them as big as I want without any problems because I expanded them. Nope. You see, so this one I didn't expand them and my lines got messed up, so we gotta go back. Oh yeah, my little pumpkin thingies. What is it selecting over here? Oh. Okay, this one's good to go. Should be good. And oh, this one I haven't done it for the thingies. There we go. Okay, so hopefully we should be good to go now. And we have our pumpkin icons.
Yay.
Yay. And then I'm just gonna create where is my like I said, I normally don't work on this one, so I don't know what I did this morning that I set the workspace to something different.
Which tool are you looking for?
The, oh my God, I'm blanking, but the square, this. I want to duplicate my artboard.
Oh, artboard.
Yeah, I'm like, where
maybe if you go to like
is
window.
Yeah, let's find.
And then maybe like the.
Yes.
Yeah, there we go.
Wait.
Or,
No.
and then, or window and then maybe like the advanced workspace thing might work. And then I like to choose like typography. That might actually work. And then there should be a button that comes up.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you. I was like,
Yay.
where is my button? I always do so many artboards in my file, so it's like, oh no. Here we go. So I'm just creating, thank you, different artboards for each one. So then that way when I export them, they're all in their own little house and I can just import them into Express easily. So file, I'm gonna export, and I don't want the background, so I'm gonna export as PNGs and hit use artboards. I'm gonna set on my desktop and they're gonna be called pumpkin. Light pumpkins. Yes, okay.
Lily asked if you could explain the Pathfinder option.
Yeah, so where did we go? Oh, my Pathfinder disappeared.
You could do window Pathfinder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go. So basically, I mean, and you tell me if you have like better ways to explain it. I always stick to the same two, but just like a really quick thing just to give you an idea, and then we'll move on. So we're not a little short on time, but basically I have these two circles. Pathfinders help cut or join shapes. So this one I always use, it's called divide. And if you select it, it immediately creates a shape. It cuts, how would you say that? Like it cuts the shapes that you overlap.
Yeah, exactly.
And then here, for example, if I hit merge, which I also always
merge is my
use.
girl.
Yeah. Here, let's make them the same color. So if I hit merge, then you see it got rid of the little line. So instead of having this chunk here, it just made it into one shape. So it just makes it really easy. Here, I can show you with my eyes. So I drew these ones and I drew them with the brush tool. So when I expand it, I have a lot of different shapes and strokes and whatnot. Or lines, and then if I hit merge, it just creates it into a single clean shape. So it just makes my life easier.
Yay.
Yay! Okay, so let's see.
Emily says hi.
Hi,
Hello,
Emily. Okay, so now we got our little pumpkins ready to go. We're ready to open up Express. Oh yeah, there we go. And then so this is the Express homepage, and we're gonna go into brands. I'm gonna create a brand folder for this real quick, just to make it easy. Manual setup, and then I'm gonna call this Halloween flyer. I'm gonna hit create. And then I can add my logos, color palettes, fonts, or graphics. We're gonna add the graphics I just created. So I'm going to my desktop, selecting them all, open, and ta-da! I now have all my graphics ready to go in one place, so I can just plug them in really easily. And then I do want to create kind of like a color palette for it. So let's see. Halloween flyer palette. And then let me look. I want some oranges, some green, some purples. What greenness? Well, kind of like that. And then a black. So obviously you could just go in and select custom and make it exactly the color you want. Maybe here we'll add like an olivey green. Just in case. Okay, and then with that, I just created my color palette and I can hit add. And now I can see my color palette right here under the colors, and it's really cool. I'll show you right now how you can use it once you start looking and designing for your templates. And then also I can hit select fonts. It chooses from Adobe fonts, which is really cool. So if you have your favorites, it's really easy. You can also upload your own. And yeah, I think I'm gonna add like a random one here, but we might switch it up later when we have our template ready to go. But just for fun, I like this one. This one's always really fun. So I have one font right here, and it's playful. I think it fits the style of my designs. And let me add another font. I want something that's taller, a little skinnier. Let's see. Maybe this might be too skinny, but
I feel like there's different weights for it.
yeah, you're right, because this one says, okay. Oh, this is even better. Okay, we can start there. So now that we have our, here, let me show you. Now this is in my brand section.
Cute.
If I was, to create a logo or something, I can just go into mine just to show you another example. This is my personal one. So they're here. I have my logos, which is my personal icons, my actual logos that I use for my brand. I have my color palette, and then I have graphics, which is just some images and some photos that I use for my work. So I'm gonna go back into brands. Yeah, we're ready to go. And then now we're gonna go into the templates because we're gonna go ahead and find a template that fits our Halloween vibes. Let's see. This is a really, really cool section. I think even if you design primarily in Illustrator, in InDesign, in Photoshop, whatever it is, Express can be really cool because sometimes I just come in here to get ideas and inspiration because there's so many cool templates. And Adobe actually hires a lot of different designers to have all these templates that you can choose from. There's like tens and thousands of templates, so there's a lot of really good options. Let's see, we have some seasonal moments, but this might be too all over the place. So I think, let me just show you the popular template section I really love. I'm just gonna show you this real quick. This has like Instagram story templates, TikTok videos, and as you can see, if you put your cursor over it, you can see that like, it moves, so you would just switch you would swap it out for your video, and it just makes it really easy. But for now, I'm gonna go back into the template section, and I'm gonna just search Halloween because I want to see what we got that's already themed.
Oh, there's a lot of cute ones.
Yeah, there's so many cute ones. Okay, this is so funny. It's like dancing.
Ryan asks, what is your favorite Halloween movie? I'm split between Beetlejuice, Hocus Pocus, Death Becomes Her, and Over the Garden Wall.
Oh my god, those are so many great options. I love Over the Garden Wall. I mean, it depends what category we go into, because if you think scary movie, my mind went to The Shining, because I'm a Shining girly. And I also finally watched Hereditary last year, and I loved it. So I do love those two, but they're not as playful as the ones you're saying. So if we're thinking in the more kids realm, I do love Over the Garden Wall. I have more. I love Halloween movies. What are yours?
Oh, don't ask me that. I can't watch scary movies.
No.
I don't have I can't. I'm actually a baby.
Not even the cute ones?
No, I can't. I don't know. I love Christmas. Like, Christmas is my holiday.
And
It's because I think it's because I'm Filipino. So it's like that's my holiday, you know, that like Christmas starts in September for us and it just goes until December.
Yeah. There's a lot of great.
Drew says
Christmas
Hereditary
movies.
was awesome, intense.
It was definitely intense. I feel like I was scared to watch it for a long time because I heard so many things and I was like, I don't want to be traumatized. And then I watched it and I'm like, it's actually such a great movie. So I want to rewatch it soon.
Have you seen Weapons? Everyone's talking about that
so
one.
fun.
Okay, yeah, everyone says it's funny. So
It's fun, it's funny, but it is like kind of gory. So if you're
I cannot do gore.
Yeah. There's some moments, so I don't know. It depends. Maybe just close your eyes. Okay, so these are all really great templates. And I see a lot of ones that I like. But I'm just thinking, what could I swap out easily and kind of edit with what I already have? And I think I saw something at the top that I liked. So let's go back to the top. Oh, this is really cute. But it's more of a vertical layout, and my pumpkins are not that tall. So I'm thinking about maybe this, or I saw another one here. This is cute. Ooh, this moves.
Oh, I like that one.
Yeah, but it moves, and I don't have a video right now. So we're gonna select this, and you can see, oh, before I go from this screen to another, if you put your cursor over them, you can see a little heart pops up on the top right, and you can just select it, and this will add it to your favorites. So over here on your left hand side, when you go to your stuff, there's a section that's specifically for your favorites and your templates, and you can just see everything that you loved, because there's truly so many templates that you can just get lost and be like, wait, where was that one that I really loved like an hour ago? So now we're gonna select it. We're gonna hit customize template. And then just real quick, we're gonna select this pumpkin in the center, and here at the top, we hit replace. Replace with from brands. And it's gonna pop up the brand that I just created. Wait, which way? Yeah. Right here is my brand. And so, let me see. I'm gonna view my graphics. And which one did we say was the favorite? This one looks kind of cute.
Yeah, that one's my favorite.
That one. I think that one we gotta do.
Yeah.
So I don't think I even needed that many pumpkins, but maybe I'll add some more right now. And maybe I could just go in and like draw my own sparkles or my own little stars and kind of make it more matched with my aesthetic. So here we're gonna say instead, we're just gonna start swapping out information. Yay. Itzel is my Instagram handle. So Itzel invites you to, I want to get rid of this line. And let me see where my brands are. Oh, here at the, if you could see when I select text to my left, it already gives me options of fonts that they recommend. And a lot of times, even though I picked my own fonts, I'm like, oh, you know what? This one actually works for what I'm doing. And I might just end up choosing one of those. And then Itzel invites you to, yay, spooky. Ooh. Let me make this a spooky pop-up. Love the variety of templates here between spooky and scary and playful. Yes, seriously, there's so many great templates. I just love coming in here and checking it out. Let me see, I don't want to go away from my fonts. Oh, let me try this one. Oh, I like that one.
That's fun.
Yeah, I feel like this brush vibe kind of matches my little pumpkin. And you know what? I could just... And then let me edit a little bit my... There we go. And make my fonts a little bigger.
Cute spider webs. Yeah.
Yeah, the
cute.
spider webs are cute. I'm kind of covering the spiders now, but I think that's okay.
Ryan asks, are you guys scared of spiders or do you catch and release? Oh, I'm scared of them. I
I'm
mean, like, I
scared.
just tend to hide. Like, I don't catch them ever. Do you catch them? Yeah.
No. I'm kind of like, I'm not like super scared, but as long as they're not like that close to me.
Yeah, I think spiders are like top three worst nightmares for me. Yeah.
Oh, top 3.
Cody says he catches and releases. Ryan says, my husband makes me catch and release. Oh, I used to kill.
Oh no. That's good. Sometimes I'll do that. Don't tell anyone. I'm sorry. And I'm just gonna keep this info like October 31st at 8 p.m. because this is a fictitious little thing. And then I'm gonna say it's at the Adobe Live office. They don't know it yet, but they're hosting me. So let's see. Ooh, that might be too crazy. Here I'm just kind of playing with the fonts. I love seeing the different options. Where did that go? Why isn't it selecting it? Oh, there we go. That's kind of cute. Chantel.
Oh, I love Chantel. It's like such a cute little handwritten font.
Yeah. I've actually never used it before. So this is really cool that it's just like giving me options of fonts that I hadn't even used or knew about.
Have you watched Twilight?
Yes.
Okay, Ryan says this is the skin of a killer, Bella.
Oh, and if you see when I select, when I open this menu, I can see my brands folder, Halloween flyer, up here at the top, which I kind of forgot about because I started getting excited with these fonts. So let's use it now. And
Is that your website?
yeah. So this is where you can get your, oh, what is this? Oh, let's see. Oh, the black isn't black. It's like some textures. I'm curious about taking them off. And yeah, and then making like a solid background, maybe.
I mean, I think that works, especially because your illustrations are like flat and they're not textured.
I think so too.
Yeah.
That was feeling a little bit not like my vibe. So this feels better. Okay, this is... Okay. Where?
Oh, Ryan says, it's cool that the orange scaled up along with the text as you increase the size of the URL. It's responsive design.
Yeah. Yeah, it really is. Let me see. I never changed this font, but because I kind of don't mind it.
Andrea says, so cute.
Thank you. Well, we'll leave these spooky little things. And for sake of time, let me keep going. I want to change this bar, but this template has it like locked or something. Okay. I think we're gonna... Let me see if I can change these. Yay, perfect. So here, you know, we have these sparkles, and I'm not gonna go and create my own right now because I feel like we might not have enough time for that. So what I'm gonna do is select the one that we have, but I'm just gonna have the colors match a little more to the palette that I created. And maybe I'm gonna add a little border. Nah, maybe not. Okay. Let's see. So when I open here the color, the fill, I select it and I can see that at the very top, same, I have my brand folder and we can see the Halloween flyer palette that I created for this. And so we can switch it out to, I kind of like the orange because then it matches the bottom. Yeah, I think we can do those. So then now I'm gonna select all of them. Here I'm gonna change a couple at a time.
Ryan asks, do you tend to make your jack-o'-lanterns simple little faces like your illustrations, or do you get ambitious when carving in real life? I always start ambitious and then get tired and full of regret 45 minutes in.
Oh no. I don't know if I think I've done one in my life. So simple for sure though, because that's my style. But I feel like I need to do another one. I'm missing out on these jack-o'-lanterns. Okay. Okay, so I think this is good enough for now. My brain wants to add something different to the top over here, but also I must show you the next step. So this is our final flyer for now. We're ready for the Yay Spooky pop-up. So what I want to do is show you how I would export it. And this is and this is going back to the question we had earlier today on how to export it. So to export, I just go over here, this little download icon, and if you see, I can get options of different file formats. So I have PNGs, best for images, JPEGs, best for small file sizes, PDF standard, best for documents, and PDF print, which is best for printing. Right here, we're just gonna do an Instagram picture or post, and so I'll just leave it as a PNG. And I want to show you this because this is one of the newer tools. This is the image resolution slider. And basically right now we have it at this size, which is 2550 by 3300 pixels. And if I start going bigger, it will say parts of your file might appear blurry at this size. So normally, because I created it at that size, we can't scale it up. But with the image resolution slider, it's taking care of a lot of that. And so we hit download, and it's really fast, as you saw. Let me go find it in my downloads folder. And did it keep my size? But you can see here it's 3,825 by 4,950, and it is clear. There is absolutely no resolution problems. I could have made it bigger and there will be no problem. So that is a great tool, especially if you start with something smaller, and it's just great. And now I'm gonna show you a couple more things, which is if I go here and I hit share. Thank you, Katie.
Yeah, she's like, so cute. Love how the flyer came out.
And so here you can see you can share your file with different people. You can send them a link, or you can select here anyone with the link, and so you can share it to anyone. And then it has different types of things that you could do, because now you can even order prints through the app. I've used it before and it's really great. The quality of the prints are amazing. But here right now, we're gonna pretend like we're sharing it to social media, which was the goal. So it'll pop up this secondary screen, and it's uploading the attachment. So we'll wait a couple seconds. We're ready to go. This is what we're doing, our one flyer. Here I would select like my TikTok or my Instagram or whatever it is I want. But what I wanna show you, my last little thing, is I'm gonna show you the caption writer. So right here we have, you can add a caption or try a description and then use generate. So it'll generate an option or several options for us, especially for those of us that like struggle with captions or they just take us a very long time. So here I'm gonna say, I invite you to my Halloween pop-up. Spooky snacks and drinks included. There we go. And so here we're gonna hit generate and select an option. You can generate a new caption, you can rewrite it, you can shorten, you can lengthen. So I'm gonna show you what, let's say, generate a new caption.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Yeah, literally.
Wow, it's really long.
Yeah. It gave me this get your scare on at the Yay Spooky pop-up. It's time for chills, thrills, and spooky treats. Join me this Halloween at Adobe Live Office for an unforgettable pop-up experience, blah, 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 blah. It keeps going. It makes it sound really professional, really fast. It even gave me some hashtags. But, as Kat said, this is really long. So you know what? We're going to go back into generate and we're going to say shorten because ain't nobody got time to read all of that. So that might be too short. But here you could just keep playing and lengthening and adjusting. Maybe that sounds good. Yeah. So then I could just, I can even add emojis. I can edit. I can copy it onto, it will automatically sync with your Instagram. So it'll post it to your Instagram, but you can edit once you're there and like add your little emojis, add the hashtags you want. And as you can see, it was so fast. It was so easy with the caption writer. And you can even mention people now. And here, you could do it for Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and LinkedIn. You can mention people. So we have a lot of really, really fun things that we can do. And also I could either schedule it now or, oh yeah, where Kat's head is, wait move to the side.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah. So as you can see, you could hit schedule and we could, thank you. We could schedule it for like a different day. We can open up our calendar. Or maybe say, I want to schedule it for the 24th. Or you want to publish now. And it would just immediately publish when you have it ready to go. You can also set it as a draft and it would go and let me show you. If I want to schedule it for tomorrow, add draft. And then it'll just add it to my draft folder. Here it says your post has been added, view in a calendar, and that moved too fast for me. So let me just do it real quick. If we have time, do we have time? Okay. Yeah. We have two more minutes. So if anyone else has any questions, let me know. Let us know.
Drew says very cool.
Thank you, Drew. Yeah. Okay, view in calendar. So this is going to take me to my calendar, which also, since I have like 1 minute left, I love this calendar. My Halloween pop-up draft will be in here. It's ready to go with my caption, with everything I added. And also, it gives you options for the future. Like, it gives you ideas of posts that you can make for Instagram. And so favorite 5 books. Share your top favorite 5 books with your target audience and explain why they are essential to your audience. So it'll give you different ideas in case you're ever kind of stuck. Come here, go to the calendar, and then it just gives you so many different options. So truly, Express is a great place, at least to me, to find inspiration, to get new ideas, to make things from scratch, or to make things when you're in a pinch and if you're a designer and you just like want to jump in real quick. There's a lot of great options. And I think we are at time. So thank you so much, you guys. Stick around because Kat is next, right?
Yay. Yeah,
Kat is next. And then we're going to come back at noon with Raymond to finish up. And this was so much fun. Thank you all for watching.
Yay, thank you so much.
Yay, thank you.
We're going to go over a lot of things that you may not know are included in your Creative Cloud membership. You're not just a Creative Cloud member. You are truly investing in something that is, I think, your number one, if not ultimate, business toolkit. Adobe Express included in your Creative Cloud membership. And if you didn't know, you can use Adobe Express for presentations. It's amazing. This is Adobe Capture. And what it is it's a way of getting your phone's camera, your phone's kind of ability to make new sources, put them into libraries, and then use them throughout your desktop. When you click on the camera icon here, as you look, I'm moving around and I get this different pattern from what my lens is showing. All right, so I'm gonna just put a pink into the camera here a little bit. Look at that. So see what it does? And like, I can go to my actual camera roll and I can find something like, let's say, this one here. And look what it did. But I can actually move these around and be like, you know what? I want specific colors from this. All I have to do is click on that, basically save it into any library that I either currently have or I can make a new one. This is something new, what Capture does. From that same actual color palette, it's also said, do you want to generate a pattern? Do you want to generate a shape? Do you want to generate a gradient? How about that? And when that's all said and done, you could just hit save and go. Now, this is a unique feature for brushes. That is the source image. But what that did is it actually made a brush. And again, I can toggle between the source and the preview. And if I like it, you just save it. And now it's in your brushes in Illustrator or even in Fresco. So you can have some fun with this stuff as well.
A million different things that you can do with Capture. Please go try it. It is very underrated and it is included in your Creative Cloud membership. Next, let's talk about Illustrator.
This was literally a screen cap from the Adobe Express template that I chose. So I'm gonna make a duplicate of it here. And if you haven't been using Image Trace, try out the new features. It has gotten so good. I'm just gonna go to the first one here, which is 16 colors. And you can see it's already figured it out. All you have to do now is hit the expand button. And now take a look. We have
It's pretty good.
our colors, we have our shapes. Cool, so next thing I'm gonna do is we're gonna take this over and we're gonna try some recolor stuff. Go over to edit, and then you're gonna go to edit colors, and then you're gonna go to recolor artwork. Slide on over to the generative recolor. You could do anything you want. I could do fall colors and leaves. And look at this, you get these really amazing options to mess with. Watch this, we're gonna hit reset.
Okay.
That gets you back to where you were. So we can regenerate with color palettes that we've already created.
Yes.
So here's that palette we made in Adobe Capture. So I can go to these individual colors and just hit plus and go like, I want that one there. Perfect. So get that here. Now watch this, we generate, and it's actually gonna turn this pattern into the exact colors from my hotel room, which is pretty amazing. And all I'm gonna do now is you're gonna go into the little hamburger there, create swatch info, one click, boom. How cool is this? We've saved a ton of time by being able to do something really cool. Now, let's say someone wants a new pattern. So I'm just gonna draw a square, and we're gonna go to Object, Pattern Make. Now you have generative patterns, which are really cool. So I wrote plant leaves, growing sprouts. This is great. I can go right to that palette that I've already used and go right back here and generate. This is awesome. So look at that. You've got something really, really cool. Now that we have this cool little pattern, select both. We're gonna go to Object, and we're gonna go down all the way to Mockup, Create Mockup. And I'm just gonna hit opacity and turn that to multiply. And you can see here, but you get all the little creases and everything there as well. So we've created a pretty cool little mockup. This is awesome. I could just take this, control click, and go right to add library. We took everything from Capture, brought it into here, and we're starting a little bit of a brand.
We're jumping back into Adobe Express.
Let's go create new. Perfect. So we have this shape here, and you're gonna see libraries. Simplest thing, you click on the three dots, and all of a sudden you have use as a brand. Now when I go to brands, check this out. I have this new brand here. So here I got my graphic. We can even bring in our bag. I'm gonna just do some type, and I'm just gonna do grow and co. Look at that, we were already like using colors right from something that was done in Capture.
Oh,
Look at this.
it's cute.
It's looking kind of cool, right? So you have great control through this thing. It feels like Illustrator. Oh, graphic, perfect. All right, so we're gonna do that. Firefly, buckle up, everybody.
Good luck. Good luck, folks.
That's really cool.
Yeah,
You
all
got
of this that we're using is included in your Creative Cloud membership. Bye,
it.
everybody.
You guys.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to our show we have planned today. We are on part 3. So yeah, welcome back, everybody. If you haven't been with us, we are streaming live from San Francisco from the Adobe offices. We have a full day set up today. But right now we have Kat here, an incredible designer, and she's gonna walk us through. So what are you gonna walk us through?
I'm gonna do some typography posters. I have like a few like quotes and phrases I want to play around with, and we're just gonna mess around with it in Illustrator and Photoshop.
Awesome. And then before I forget, where can the people find you, Kat?
I go by Edgy Katrina on Instagram and
Nice.
TikTok and YouTube. So
Awesome.
Yeah.
Nice. And I don't think I said my name's Raymond. Yeah, and you can find me on @rapberry as well on Instagram. So awesome. Well, let's get into it. Yeah, I'm excited.
Cool. Yeah, I'm excited too. Okay, so we have Illustrator opened up. I think the first poster that I want to do, I think my work is all about like affirmations and like work-life balance.
Nice.
So we're gonna do like a simple, short, like life is more than work type of thing.
Okay.
Yeah,
I love that.
yeah,
Wow.
yeah. Mhm.
Healthy life balance.
Yeah.
I love that.
So I'm starting off, we're just doing this. We are gonna pick a font.
Nice.
I love playing with big type and scale, so usually I think the shorter the quote, the more fun it is to play around with. So yeah, I think, let me this so that you can see, but I feel like I love a kind of like a thicker font, and my thing with variable fonts is you can just play around with it so much. So yeah, I actually love this.
Yeah, that's sick. It's like proper but like fun at the same. Like it's sick. It feels classic, but like I don't know, a little off and like
And then we're just gonna mess around with like the kerning. So I love when it's just like close together. You know, I love when they're kissing. So.
Yeah.
So we got life, and then I think we're just gonna play around with how the other ones turn out. Life is more, and then usually I like to just do it word by word so I can like play around with the layout.
Be a little more specific. Yeah.
So yeah.
Awesome. And then Kat, for everyone watching, how long have you been designing?
Oh yeah. Oh my god. I like almost don't want to say my age. Like, I'm 26 and I started designing when I was in college.
Nice.
I was like 17, so oh my god, almost 9 years.
Sick.
Yeah, I didn't know what I wanted to do until I got to college, and there was this like student-led class called Intro to Illustrator and Photoshop, and I took that my first semester, fell in love with design, and then yeah, that's how I came into this.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. All right. I think I love the shear tool. It's like right here. I love playing around with this because it just makes the type more like interesting and fun. So I think we're just gonna do that, honestly. Yeah.
It's like a slightly different version than just like the regular transform, you know? That's so interesting. I love that. Or like perspective. Yeah.
All right. Normally I do start with like black and white, and then I add in some color and stuff. I actually am debating if I should illustrate like something here, or I can bring in a photo that I like saved.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try
I'm pro photo.
You're pro photo?
Yeah.
Okay, I was about to be like, you know what, I might illustrate it, but then I was like, I feel like I get performance anxiety. Like I hate when people are watching me design. Yeah. So you're right. Photo.
Nice.
Okay, so this is actually a bunch of stamp cards that I made. I found these like punch card sets at home, and there was like a 64 set of these little cute little paper things that you stamp out, and I was like, oh my god, they're so cute. So I brought it home from my childhood home to LA. Dang. And I like made all of these little things, and they're like fall punch cards that, you know, motivate me to do things for the fall, like 10 artist dates where you like take yourself out on like a museum date or something like that, and then you can like fill it in or whatever. But I really like this cherry, so I'm literally just I'm gonna take it. Yeah, so I'm just gonna go image trace. I love image trace. Image trace. Oh my god. Okay,
oh wow.
Hold on. Give me 1 second. Let me.
I mean, honestly, kind of a vibe, but maybe not for this. But I do love some texture.
Okay, let me do a 3-color image trace so that it's a little bit more simplified. Hopefully that works. Okay, there we go.
Oh, sick.
Then I'm gonna expand, and then I'm literally just gonna like object.
Just take that little guy out.
Yeah. So now we have this cherry. Then we can plop her into...
I love that you could just take this like physical cutout that you literally like place on different things. Yeah. And now you just made a digital version of it. Like so easy.
I know, it's so fun.
Oh, that looks so sick.
Thank you. And so yeah, I feel like the beauty with like big type and posters like this, it's like you actually don't have to do that much. Like I literally made this in like 5 minutes. Yeah. And then I think where it comes to life is like the texture and, you know, playing around with color and Photoshop and stuff like that. So
yeah, that's sick. We have one question from Katie. Do you often take inspiration from things from your childhood?
You know what? That's a really good question. I think I love taking inspiration from things in my life. My childhood specifically, I gotta think, like, yeah, I guess maybe I do. I think...
like subconsciously maybe
yeah,
you do?
Probably,
Yeah,
for sure. I think, like, the colors I lean towards... I was just saying on our last stream, like, I tend to lean towards, like, reds, greens, and blues, and yellows and things like that. And, like, I was obsessed with the show Totally Spies growing up. And, like, the 3 spies are, like, red, green, yellow.
Yeah, that makes sense. Heck yeah.
Yeah. All right, now I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna choose a color.
Yeah,
I
it's
feel-
really coming together now.
Thank you,
Yeah.
thank you.
Like so effortlessly. Like, oh my gosh.
I love like a cream and red moment. I've been really into that lately. So
Nice.
usually when I design, I love making 3 versions. I kind of do everything in 3. So I usually make like 3 colorways of something. Also when I post to Instagram, I usually try to do like 3 versions. I know you you work mainly in like photography, right? Yeah, so I guess you wouldn't do like 3 versions of a photo.
Sometimes, but I don't share that.
Okay.
So that's like in the in the editing process, I have like, there's sometimes I will have had 7 different color variations of an image.
Oh.
And then it's, bringing it back and only choosing one or maybe
Okay.
blending them all together. So I don't actually share that many, but I do go through that struggle of like trying to decide.
Yeah, I feel like when you're sharing it with a client too, like I try not to give them too many options because then they're just gonna get overwhelmed.
It's the paradox of choices.
Yeah.
It's a thing.
Yeah, they're just gonna be like, can you just merge all of them together? And yeah, it's like my worst nightmare.
Yeah, they're like, can you make it like clean like this, but like creative
Yeah.
and abstract like this? And I'm like, those are 2 different things. What do you want? Jeff said, it's so fast and seamless.
Oh, thank you.
It's so true. I am like mind blown right now. This is so effortless and just like proper too.
Yeah, that's the beauty of type and image trace. Like you don't really have to do much. You
Yeah.
just have to bring it all together.
Yeah, shout out Illustrator and the Adobe team for making our lives so much easier, honestly.
Okay.
Love this.
What do you think for like the last color palette? What's your favorite color?
My favorite color is red.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So
Like a really vibrant red, or like what kind of
like
red?
a little, maybe a little darker than that. Yeah. Yeah, like around there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
Oh yeah, I love that. I love how that middle one, it's kind of giving like a cherry Coke vibe. Like
you're
that.
right.
That's what I'm feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kara said, oh, hi, Kara. This makes me want a Shirley Temple. 100%.
Oh, I wasn't even thinking about
Yes, it's super Shirley Temple vibes. Yeah, dang, I kind of want a Shirley Temple now.
that. I feel like it shouldn't be both cream, so now I have to change the middle one to like a.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Or maybe we do like one of the lives is red.
Oh.
Like it's a black life, a cream, and then a red one.
Ooh.
That's kind of sick.
Okay. All right. So we have some colors,
Nice.
and now I'm just gonna like bring it into Photoshop, and how I'm gonna. Okay, I know I laid them out in Illustrator, but usually what I like to do is I don't know if this is like proper or not, but I'll just like literally copy and paste the vectors
Sick.
from Illustrator into Photoshop.
Awesome.
All right.
I love doing things unconventional ways.
Okay, yeah, because I didn't go to school for like graphic design, so I feel like some like
YouTube University?
Yeah.
You were watching a lot of these Adobe
Yeah.
live streams back in the day. Yeah.
Alrighty. Bring in the
Nice.
cherry.
So what's your reasoning for wanting to bring this into Photoshop now?
I think it's just like a very easy way to play with texture, and I'll show you in a second where you like. There are these really sick textures that Adobe actually put out by Kate Deller. She's a really good illustrator, and she made a texture pack with them.
Sick.
And I don't know if it's up because I found it like 5 years ago, and I've literally been using the same like 5 textures since then. Let me show you.
Dang, yeah, you're about to put me on right now because this sounds awesome.
Okay, let me see. Let me pick one from my folder.
Ooh,
Alrighty.
yeah, that looks nice.
Okay. So bring this in, put it on top, and then you just change like the blending modes a little bit. Hold on, it'll come to life with the other colors. Just give me a second. Okay.
Nice. What's your favorite layer mode?
Oh, wow.
Oh, okay, hold on. Actually, not what's your favorite layer mode. If you were to be a layer mode, what layer mode would you be?
Okay. I actually really like color burn. I feel like color burn or multiply, like those tend to give me the most like vivid colors. So I really like those.
Nice.
But yeah, here, let me change the color of this and we can see how textures bring it to life. Give me 1 second. And then I also like to layer textures on top of each other too.
Mm-hmm.
So we can do this one.
Nice. When you're doing that, we have another question from Katie. She's saying, do you typically have a vision of what you want to make going in, or does it all come together as you work?
Typically a little bit of both.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I like really want to know what I want to make, but other times I'm just like, I don't know, I just want to make something. You know? So are you the same way?
Kinda. There's definitely some times where I'm like, I just need to create, or, you know, if I have a certain photo and I want to, you know, do something crazy to it, texture, collage-wise.
Yeah.
A lot of that is very organic in the moment
Okay.
stuff. So, yeah, definitely depends.
Ooh, I love collaging.
It's almost giving like a corduroy kind of feel.
Yeah. If you like go in.
Yeah. Or like some sort of like carpet or something.
Yeah.
We have another question from Autumn. What's an easy way that's helped you to identify which colors to use so they don't contradict?
Oh. I don't know. I kind of just like
Just feeling,
go
just
off
vibes.
a vibe. Yeah.
Yeah,
to be honest,
you just gotta have the vibes, I guess.
Yeah. I think like it either works or it doesn't. Like.
Yeah.
Yeah. I try not to think too hard about that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's mainly just vibe, I would say. Like.
Nice. So you're not following any specific codes or any
No,
any
no,
color
no,
codes or anything?
No.
You're not pulling from your swatch book and getting
no.
the
No. So that's like one version. Let me go back to Illustrator and see, like, these are kind of different. So let's see what else we can play with.
Awesome. Kara is asking, do you use libraries for your favorite colors?
Wow. I don't.
Nice. Nice.
I don't. I feel like there are so many like useful things that I don't use. Yeah.
This is nice. Sweet. If you guys are just joining us, we are with Kat, and we are making some motivational posters right now. Going back and forth between Illustrator and Photoshop, both using for the same project, but for different ways of adding to this final product. If you are just tuning in, let us know where you're tuning in from. We want to know. We are in San Francisco right now, but where are you guys at? We want to know. Kara said she thinks that you would like using libraries.
Okay.
So she might be putting you on right now.
Period. Yeah.
Yeah. But she also said, you could feel out color vibe, which is a gift. So you might not need it. Awesome. Autumn has another question. What is the longest project you've worked on?
Oh.
That's a great question.
Yeah, that is a great question.
Yeah.
The longest project I've worked on. I would have to say definitely a branding project. Those tend to take a while, especially because I think like there's always delays with branding projects and like manufacturing and whatever. So
Little tweaks that
like,
client keeps coming back with.
Yeah. So I've worked on a product for like a year or two.
Nice.
It takes a while, and it's just like there's nothing more rewarding than working on like packaging or something physical and tangible, and then just
then
like,
you feel
seeing
it.
out in the world.
Oh, it's the best.
It's just so much build up though. Like I feel like I designed a book cover recently.
Fire.
And it won't come out until like sometime next year.
Yeah.
So now I'm like, I need to design like something else that can come out a little sooner.
Yeah. I feel that.
Yeah. All right. So that was like one poster with many iterations, which was kind of fun. But I'm gonna move on to something else because I feel like I'm kind of over this design already.
Okay.
So we're just
Sometimes it's a year project.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's 15 minutes.
Okay. Let's see. This time I want to do like a square. I feel like Instagram is my prison sometimes. So I only design like 1080 by 1350 or 1080 by 1080 because those are like the dimensions I'm used to.
Yeah.
But I feel like I should step out of that.
Okay.
But like today's not that day.
Sick. Good to know it's in the brain. We're thinking about it. We're processing.
Yeah. Okay.
Sick.
Next.
Yeah, what are we doing here?
So I've been really into those like color charts, like those really old vintage color charts. I wish I could pull up like a photo right now, but there's a color chart I have in my office, and it's like a French vintage color chart, and I'm just really obsessed with like, I guess you'll see. I'm gonna try to make one right now, but I'm also gonna try to combine like a phrase with it.
Yeah.
And one poster I made recently, which I really like the saying of, was "You can be lost and on the right path." You know.
Yeah.
So like, I'm just gonna do something along those lines.
Yeah.
And we'll get started. But I think with the color chart, you start with like squares or circles or like squircles, I guess.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So yeah.
That was like perfectly centered.
Oh yeah, I know. Thank you. I was like,
like, did that surprise you a little bit too?
Yeah, I was like, wait.
That's crazy. Vibes are just with you today, so.
Okay, so this is like my favorite part. Just like picking the colors.
Yeah, it's like digital coloring book.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Nice. Lily S., what's the most challenging project you've worked on?
Oh, good question. Most challenging project I've worked on. It's probably a packaging project, and I'm probably gonna say lentiful, which is actually my favorite project that came out. I made these like instant lentils.
Oh, cool. Okay.
And my favorite client in the world, Ben Bacon.
Nice.
His name's Ben Bacon, and
That's
he is a plant-based dude. Like he loves.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
it's
that's
really funny.
Wow.
He's great. He's the best. He found me in college actually.
Fire.
And we just started working together on these instant lentils, and he wanted to make like so many different flavors, and he had all these big ideas. And first we started out with like these little like lentil guys and like characters, and he wanted a lot of like character illustrations.
Okay.
So I did that, and then he was like, actually, I think that's like too fun and too busy. So then we had to go back to the drawing board. And I think like he found me at such a time where I was like, I guess just growing so much and like learning and evolving so much. So by the time like the brand guidelines were done and I had graduated and like it was ready to go and everything was like ready to be launched, he had like set up a little Instagram announcement with the logo, and I like looked at it, and I remember I was on the plane like coming home from a trip or something, and I looked at it and I was like, oh god, that logo's so ugly. And so I literally emailed him and I was like, hey, I know you're like ready to launch, but can you give me like another chance to like redo some of the things?
Dang.
And I was like, I won't charge you, like I just really want to get this right.
Yeah.
I like can't have this out in the world because I'm so much better now. And he was like, okay, yeah, whatever you want to do.
Dang, okay.
But it worked out really well. So
Nice.
Yeah, but it took like I've been working with him for like 3 or 4 years now.
Okay.
And it's amazing to see like, I guess how much the brand has grown. Like it got launched into Whole Foods.
Sick.
It got launched into Target. It's just, yeah.
Heck yeah.
It's been
I'm gonna
really
look
fun.
out for your designs next time I'm
Yeah.
in Target then.
Yeah,
Dang,
yeah.
heck yeah.
So it's been really cool.
That's awesome. Yeah, I have a couple clients that I've been working with for a couple years, and it's like the best feeling when like you've started. I don't know. You've seen them progress
Yeah.
in such a long way
Yeah,
in
yeah.
such like I don't know, just a period of time. Like it's the best. Like I'm just so stoked, you know. So I definitely feel that.
Yeah, and it's just so nice when you like them as,
Yeah,
as a person.
they're like great people.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. What is the brand called again?
Oh, Lentiful.
Lentiful.
Lentiful. I feel like my screen is glitching. Like, is there something we can do about that? Okay. Hopefully it doesn't.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
This color is sick. They all just fit.
Thank you. I'm trying really hard to like. Something feels off about it, and I can't put my finger on it.
Yeah.
And it's like hard to like dissect
Yeah.
when I know people are watching me. Like I said, like I have the worst performance.
Like you can't
of
just
that.
like sit with
Yeah.
it.
Like I need to like keep moving constantly with this stream. Like I don't want to be boring, you know. So.
Yep.
Uh.
That's funny. Oh, we got Emily in the chat. She said, loving these colors.
Oh, thank you, Emily.
So.
Something's wrong. I don't know what it is. Like maybe it's the order. Okay, that actually felt better.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so I have colors. I think when you have like lots of colors, my go-to thing is just like a cream background. Like it works with everything, you know? So
Yeah. And it's not so stark like white.
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Nice. Okay, we have a question from Lily. Looking back, is there anything you would have done differently in your career?
Ooh. Huh. You know what? Honestly, like no. I don't think so.
sick.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think everything led me to this point, and like I don't really have any regrets per se. I think when I first started designing, I kind of knew that I was gonna be bad. Like, you know, when you first start out with anything, you're gonna be kind of bad. Like,
Yeah.
and I think I didn't really put pressure on myself to be really good, which I'm really grateful for.
That's good. Yeah.
So it was really just like me having fun, and then yeah, like I just let myself explore and figure out what I liked to do, and I landed on like brand design and graphic design and like content creation now, and it's just been really fun. So like,
Nice.
I don't know, no regrets. I think like
Heck yeah.
especially like diving into being a freelancer. This is my first year being a full-time freelancer.
Okay.
And just like learning how to work with clients and going at it on my own. It's been a really fun journey to just keep like growing and figuring out what I like to do and what I don't like to do.
Yeah.
So yeah, no regrets.
Heck yeah. We have Carol saying that you need to save the file. She doesn't like seeing untitled. So, great reminder.
Okay, period.
Always be saving. Yeah.
Cool.
We don't want to lose the masterpiece.
No, that's actually like a really good point.
Yeah.
I have done that. I've like lost files.
Yep.
Yeah.
Been there. Yeah. L's in the chat. We've all been there. Yeah. Another question. What inspired you to get into this field? You said you didn't study design in college.
Yeah.
And you found it there. What made you get into it?
I think I've always loved arts and crafts, and like I think I've generally been a creative person. I think everyone is inherently creative, by the way, but my mom signed me up for like a lot of arts and crafts classes going up, and so I like naturally, I guess, leaned towards that.
Yeah.
But My sister is also a designer, and she's a couple years older than me, but she's in like product design and website design.
Okay.
She's very like type A, so like different type of design, I would say.
Yeah, totally.
But I think growing up, I would watch her because she also went to Berkeley, and she was also in like design clubs, and so obviously I was inspired by her as well. But we do very different things now. But
Yeah.
I think it's cool to see how like her, me, and my cousin are all like designers now, and everyone else in our family is like in law or like something
yeah.
in politics, like something very different.
Totally.
So we're like the odd ones out.
Yeah, I feel that for sure. Emily said, shout out the moms of Adobe Live for making sure that you save your work. Honestly, so true. Wow, the perfect amount of words.
I know, right? I did plan that.
Yeah. I was like, there's no way.
Yeah.
This is way too perfect. Wow, Jacob said he almost brought his mom to the Adobe Live studio today.
Oh,
That is crazy.
he should have.
Honestly, he should have.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I might next time. Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know. She doesn't live here, so.
Where are you from?
I'm from Southern California.
Oh, me too.
Yeah. I heard.
yeah.
I didn't know that.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I heard on the last stream. Heck yeah. Yeah, all of us today are from Southern California.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
SoCal crew.
Okay, now I'm gonna expand and play around with the stroke. I think I want it to be less perfect and more like...
Well, like...
Yeah, a little like...
Oh,
you
I see
know?
that. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I don't know, it's interesting to play around with like things like that.
Oh, I love that. Give some dimension a little bit. Yeah.
Especially once you go into Photoshop and you like start adding textures to it and
Yep.
stuff, like it's gonna eat, you know? So
Sweet. Los Angeles in the house. Yup. We out here. Wow, Emily had the incredible idea of, one, having a bring your mom to work day. Incredible. And then two, making a sticker that says my kid was on Adobe Live.
oh, that's really cute.
That's so
Yeah,
good.
wait, I love
that.
that.
Is so good. Wow. Emily, I'm expecting a sticker.
It should be like a bumper sticker too.
Yeah, super bumper sticker vibes. I want like a mug of that too. Like, oh my gosh. Like an old school diner mug.
Yeah.
Yes, Emily, we do have strong feelings that it should be a thing. Yes. One question, how did you get the opportunity to be on Adobe Live? What brought you to this moment?
Good question. They asked me, but I've also I've been working with Adobe on and off for like several years now, and I think I can trace a lot of my work opportunities back to just social media and just like people finding me through there.
Yeah.
Especially with clients and just a lot of cool projects that I've done. It's all through Instagram or TikTok or YouTube. So I've been very grateful to like find people that way. I started posting my work when I first learned Illustrator. And so I opened up my account in like December of 2017. So yeah, and then COVID hit and I started posting a lot more because I took all of my classes like pass no pass.
Okay.
So I like just didn't care anymore.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'll just focus on designing for fun. And so I posted a lot there, and I think
Sick.
a lot of projects there started gaining traction, and that's kind of how I like, I guess, fell into this world of
Yeah, met the Adobe team and
yeah.
Nice. Awesome. How do you decide when a design is truly finished?
I would say like,
Vibes.
yeah, and it's just like when I like just can't do it anymore.
Yeah.
I feel like I use that as a gauge for a lot of things. Like when I was in college studying, and it was like when I reached the point where I was like, I don't care about whether I fail this test or not anymore. Like that's when I know I've like studied enough, because I'm just like, this is the best that I can do.
Yeah.
You know?
There's no more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I typically When it's things like this, I usually don't take more than like 1 or 2 days on a design, like for something like this. Otherwise, you know, you just get stuck in your head and it's really easy to just get wrapped up in like perfectionism and stuff.
Totally.
So sometimes you just need to like move on to the next
Just let
thing.
go a little bit.
But I think with like client projects or like brand projects, obviously you need to let it marinate a little bit more. I like to take a couple weeks at least on those.
Yeah,
So.
and kind of like give your time to sit on it
Exactly.
and like come back to it maybe another day.
Yeah.
I also love like your process right now. Can you explain a little bit about what you're doing?
Yeah, so instead of like, you know, messing around with each square like I did with the first one, I'm just kind of taking this exact square and then replacing the other ones and then just like putting it into the color that I originally picked for this green square. Like I'm literally gonna copy and paste this blue one, and then I'm gonna like rotate it a little so that not every square looks...
Yeah, because every corner is different.
Exactly. And then I'm just like gonna copy the color codes of each one. There we go.
Nice.
Yeah, and then we'll align everything later. So
Yeah.
don't worry.
Kara said this would be a cute eyeshadow palette.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's true.
that would be. Another question for you. How do you stay inspired when you're facing creative burnout or tight deadlines?
I have stopped working on the weekends, and
Nice.
I think that
Work-life balance.
Yeah. And I think that actually really, I haven't been burnt out in a really long time because of that. Just honestly, like taking a break really helps me avoid burnout. But I think when I'm facing a tight deadline and like you just have to work through it, I take a walk.
Nice.
Yeah.
Super valid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those help a lot. I think walks are like underrated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, walks are super underrated.
Yeah. It just gets you out of your head. Or like a shower, I would say.
Just any sort of like, just break where you don't have to think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So
Nice. And then are we going to bring this one into Photoshop as well?
we are, but first I want to expand these and then also play around with the type here. So I'm just gonna go Object, Expand, and one of my favorite tools is Object Path, the smooth tool. And then you see, I'm just gonna get in right here, and like you can play around with it, and it's just so fun.
Just
you know?
blends out the corners a little
Exactly,
bit.
like you can go crazy.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's sick.
So yeah, I usually don't like to go too crazy, but like especially if you
Oh, that's so nice.
yeah, like the bleed and like the curves and everything. So it just
It
adds,
matches so well with the corners and the edges.
Yeah, so it adds a lot of like feeling and I guess grittiness. So I really like that tool.
Yeah. It's like the imperfection is like
Exactly.
making it better. Yeah.
And then you can also do like the smooth tool, which is right here, and you can like
Oh, it's like a
slightly-
brush kind
yeah,
of?
you can kind of change the like
Oh, okay.
curves and anchor points, and you can play around with it a lot.
Love. Yeah, that looks so sick.
Thank you.
If you guys are just joining us, we are here with Kat, and she is making some motivational posters right now. Yeah, so we are here live in the San Francisco offices. Yeah, she's killing it right now.
Thank
I'm
you.
just like, yeah, this is insane.
You're really good at hosting.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate
Yeah.
that.
Do you do this a lot?
Not every couple months I'll be
Okay.
here.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
I usually guest more than I host.
Oh.
So I'm usually right there, which I'll be there after this segment.
Okay.
So are you hosting next or?
No, I hosted before this.
Okay,
But I
got
wasn't
you.
like as on top of it as you were. Like you're like reminding people like
Gotcha.
Yeah, that was my first time hosting and this is my first time guesting in person.
Oh, sick. Oh,
Yeah.
wow. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Well, welcome.
Thank
wow.
you.
Shout out Emily. You're the best. Yeah, last time I was here, I was actually guesting and Emily was hosting me. So
Oh.
that was a fun time.
I keep clicking offset path, but I mean to do smooth. Offset path is also a really cool tool if you guys
Yeah.
haven't used that, but
I was kind of liking what it was doing right there. It was like making it super blobby.
I
Like,
know, yeah. I'm pretty sure this is how they did the Skims logo.
oh, yeah,
Yeah.
100%. Yep. We got Itzel in the chat. She said you're doing great.
Oh, thank
Yeah.
you.
If you guys missed it, Itzel was actually just up, and she was working on some like Halloween posters and some spooky pumpkin vibes. So, yeah, she's a great designer as well. You guys should check her out.
Okay, now I'm just gonna like align. Ooh, you know what? Actually,
Oh,
I feel like to go with the theme of like you can be lost and on the right path. Like, what if the words were like not like aligned except for the right path? That could be something.
interesting. I love that little like brain blast moment that you just had.
Like
I
we
felt-
could try it. It might not work, but
Yeah.
might as well try, I guess. I don't know. I feel like I'm in a board game. So it's interesting. I just need to.
Yeah. I was gonna say that one. I feel
Okay.
like might need to be down. Yeah. Nice. Autumn just said that this is inspiring her to join Adobe Live more. Because she feels like
Wow.
it's just helping.
Thank
so,
you.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I should have duplicated this artboard, but it's okay.
Heck yeah. We could just Command Z a million times.
Yeah. Okay.
Awesome. We have a question. How do you decide on your typefacing colors? Do you just play around with them or do you already have an idea? I feel like we kind of answered this a little bit earlier.
Yeah,
You wanna
I would
speak on that?
say I'd just like to play around with it.
Mm-hmm.
I love Pinterest. I love Cosmos for inspiration. So if I don't really know where to start or I have like a certain idea, like color palette,
Mm-hmm.
vintage color chart vibes, I could just look that up and see what's out there already.
Nice.
And that's always really helpful. But yeah, I feel like you just gotta have fun with it.
Yeah. We have some great suggestions in the chat, like imagining if this was a GIF or GIF, whatever. Yeah. And then we also had another insight after that one of like, what if it was similar to like the DVD animation?
I would love that.
That'd be, like if they were all
Yeah.
going and we were like waiting for all of them to hit the corners. Oh my gosh, that'd be sick.
I would love that. I don't know how to do that, but I would love
Yeah,
that.
same. Like that's yeah. We might need to watch some Adobe Live
Yeah.
people in After Effects or Premiere
Oh my
or
god, yeah.
something.
If I knew how to like animate, I really think it
Yeah.
would be over. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
I feel like you probably could in Express too.
Oh, that's true.
I think you can
yeah,
do
yeah.
stuff like that.
I have done like animations there.
Okay.
But I don't know if you can do like the VHS. That's
I don't
cool.
know. Yeah. Yeah, the DVD animation, it reminds me of that one Office episode when they're like, do you remember, did you watch The Office?
I've only watched like episodes here and there. But yeah, I know.
You gotta watch
I know,
it, Kat.
I know.
It's so good. It's so good. If I knew how to animate, it would be over. So that's such a good quote. That's so fire. Oh yeah, Jeff mentioned that you can animate in Photoshop.
Oh yes,
I
I
forgot
have
about
done
that.
that.
Yeah.
But I feel like the movement for the VHS, like, that's a little bit more advanced than Photoshop, I would say, right? 'Cause, like
Maybe.
with Photoshop, I make like GIFs.
Yeah.
But
mhm.
yeah. Okay. Okay. So this is one.
Nice.
I guess I'll just bring it into Photoshop now.
Yeah. I'm loving where this is at.
All right. Cool. I'll just make me a little.
Nice. Perfect.
Oh, I feel like these colors are
I can't wait to see.
different.
Oh yeah, they
Yeah.
are slightly different.
Okay, well we'll work with it.
Are we in a different color? This is RGB.
Yeah, these are both RGB. So interesting. Interesting.
Oh, in here.
Yeah. Oh, see,
Oh
so,
yeah.
like crunchy.
Yeah. Yeah. Sick.
And then if it's like too much, you can always change the opacity, so.
Yeah. Okay, there's a suggestion. You don't have to do this. I won't be offended. But what if the texture was like just in the squares?
Yeah, okay, let me try.
Yeah, just like
Yeah.
over that guy. And then it was like maybe a different texture in the background.
We could play around with that. I also like did not clean up my desktop, so like
We're hiding it a little bit. We're hiding it. You can't see everything. Yeah, Kara's saying I wonder if the color's different because of color profiles.
oh, that could be it.
Maybe. But I feel like I don't know. Because you said they're both RGB, right?
Yeah. That's why I'm like
Interesting.
I feel like with cream you can't really see the texture show up, which is
Yeah.
yeah.
Maybe a little darker.
We'll play around with it.
So it seems like we summoned a Ryan Selvey,
Oh.
who apparently would be able to animate this.
Oh, okay.
Apparently
Wait,
he's
Ryan.
an animator.
Ryan.
And yeah, so
Yeah. Okay, Ryan, I will literally hit you up after this and you can animate it.
nice.
Oh, this is gnarly.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Whoa. Okay. Wait. Oh, that's kind of sick.
And then you just like, yeah, see, I love textures.
Love. Yeah. I'm a huge texture guy, so you're like speaking my language right
Okay,
now.
what's your blending mode if you were a blending mode?
Honestly, probably screen. Yeah.
Screen is really solid.
I like screen.
Yeah, screen is good.
Yeah, but I also mess a lot with like adding a curve and like messing with the light.
Wow, I've
and then-
never done that before.
Yeah.
That's
so like
actually really
applying
smart.
that curve or like the saturation only to the blending mode.
Yeah.
Um
Ooh.
Yeah, so I do a little bit of that.
Oh wow. Okay, wait. I'm gonna try it right now. Oh wow, like
Yeah.
I've never thought to do that. That's really smart.
Yeah. And then you could apply it only if you apply it only to that texture and not to everything else.
Yeah.
That'll make it so that it doesn't necessarily change like the color as much.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's
It just
so
affects it a
fun.
little differently.
Wow, that's a great tip.
It's pretty fun.
I really like that.
Yeah.
This neon green is like,
I honestly probably learned that from Emily.
oh, okay. That's really
Or Andrew Hockruddle, who also streams a lot. So
oh, okay. Yeah, this neon green is killing me. Like, I don't know. I feel like it's way too neon in Photoshop. Let's see.
yeah, I see that.
Yeah, let me.
It just looks like everything's just a little bit more
Right,
saturated.
like it's throwing me off.
What if we just did a like a desaturation layer in like adjustments?
Oh.
Yeah. Or top right adjustments.
Oh.
Yeah. And then yeah, there we go. Hue saturation. It's on the second line.
Oh, okay.
And then just brought that saturation down.
Wow, you're like really teaching me. Like I think Illustrator is where I'm like most comfortable,
Yeah.
and then I bring it into Photoshop for like
Yeah.
finishing.
That
things.
adjustments panel, I live there.
Oh.
So just because I'm photo specific in
Oh, okay,
Photoshop,
okay.
and so I'm always
Yeah.
messing with that. Kara said that it's nice that it's non-obstructive to the texture too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Good point.
non-destructive workflow. That's what we like. Emily also said if it was the texture, it's probably Andrew. Let's be real. That is true, honestly. Let's see.
Here we go. Okay. Is that green even better?
Carol said that they just watched another artist use a curve adjustment and was so amazed and intimidated, but now it's their favorite adjustment.
Okay, yeah, I actually
Shout out curve.
Yeah.
Underrated.
That's a great one. What's like another one that you really like?
Oh man. Dang, out of the adjustments, I don't know. I use invert quite a bit, like, and apply that to only certain things, or I'll like invert and then brush out in a mask,
Oh.
so it only affects like certain areas. I use that a lot. Yeah. Also the color blend, I think, where it's like the three like color sliders. That one's really fun too.
Yeah, I gotta learn more in Photoshop.
Well, I mean, it seems like you're killing it. So
Thank you. I just feel like there's so much to
there's so
always
much.
learn.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, I added noise. That was kind
Yeah.
of fun.
I could really feel
Right?
that right now.
Okay.
Like I could. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you know what? I think this feels done to me. Like,
Yeah.
cool. How are we doing on time? We have 10 more
Yeah, we
minutes.
got 10 minutes. Yeah,
Okay.
we're rocking.
Let's do another one.
Okay. Wow, speed run.
I know. Okay, let's go back to the 1080 by 1350. I think that's where I'm like most comfortable. And
Cool. And also, we also only have 5 minutes.
Oh,
actually.
we have 5 minutes.
So,
Okay,
yeah,
let's really speed run it.
run.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I recently made a poster called "Time Enjoyed is Not Time Wasted," and I have it on my shop. If you want to look, it's
Sick. Shout out.
KatrinaRomulo.store. Just launched an online shop.
Sick.
Yeah, but now we're just gonna do a different iteration of this phrase. I'm feeling like we did a serif. We did a lot of serifs. So not a serif this time.
Okay.
Maybe like a script or like a. Yeah, I'm feeling like a script.
Oh, these are nice. Yeah, good collection in here.
Oh, I have so many. Yeah.
We have some more people asking, where is this texture pack? Is it available online?
I tried to find it recently, and I looked up Kate Deller, like KateDeHler texture pack, and I like couldn't find it anymore. But I swear it was like on Adobe before.
Interesting.
But there are also a lot of other texture packs out there. Like if you just go on like unsplash.com or even like Adobe stock and you look up textures, there are like lots that
There's
you can
some good
choose
ones,
from. Yeah,
yeah.
like where do you get your textures?
I actually make my textures, most of them.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah, so I'll like print out like I'll literally print out on a regular office printer like a black page.
Oh, wow.
And then I'll let it dry because the ink is just like so
that's
much.
sick.
And then I'll scan it back in.
Oh,
and then
that's
I'll
really cool.
overlay that onto my photos.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that, or even other photos, and then using blending modes like overlay.
That's cool.
Or like I'll like Gaussian blur it like a crazy amount and then overlay that over photos
Ooh.
too. Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe I'll do a little example
Wait,
of
yeah,
that.
wait. Do you sell texture packs?
I
feel like
don't
you should.
actually. I should, huh? I don't know. We'll see. We will see. I might need to pick your brain on running a store, running an online store.
Yeah, I literally launched it like last month. So,
Sick.
yeah.
Heck yeah.
I'm gonna shear this. I love this shear tool. We're not gonna finish this one because I have 3 minutes, but
Yeah.
we can get it started.
Yeah, I'm loving this though.
Okay, so I feel like I navigate towards the same exact things where I like expand things and then I like smooth them out.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll just show you guys really quickly, but it's really fun to like, oh.
Yeah, that's
right?
so good. Oh.
And then you can just
Oh,
mess
nice.
around with it a little bit.
Very proper.
But yeah, I just like the feeling
Mm-hmm.
that, you know, it's a little bit more organic.
Yeah, it feels a little bit, maybe not necessarily, well, it feels handwritten for sure, but it feels like if you use like a really thick pen on like a really absorbent paper.
Yeah.
And it's like some of it, like the ink is like really like going into the paper, and then
Yeah.
some of it, it's just like sliding.
Exactly.
Nice.
Yeah, when like Itzel was using her Wacom, I was so impressed because I can't really use a mouse either.
Yeah.
I've just been doing the trackpad my like entire design career. So
Yeah.
I don't really know how other people use tools, but I feel like it would really, you know, speed up the workflow.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
stuff. Yeah.
Totally. Awesome. Well, it looks like we're getting pretty close to the end.
All right.
Would you mind just walking us through what you did today?
Okay, yeah. So I started off with life is more than work, and I explored some iterations there with the colors, and then I brought it into Photoshop, and we did this,
Nice.
like different iterations, and then we moved on to this like little vintage color chart type of thing, and it says you can be lost and on the right path, and then again I played around with the corners and softening and smoothing things
Nice.
out, and then brought that into Photoshop for some texture and stuff, and then I started a third one, but we did not get to it. But
For
again,
next time.
For next time.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Kat. This
Thank
was
you.
awesome.
Yeah.
If you guys want to follow along more of Kat's work, you could find her on Instagram at edgykatrina, as well as anywhere else they could find you, YouTube.
Yeah, YouTube.
Cool.
Yeah, you can find me on my website, katrinaromulo.com.
Awesome. Sweet. Well, thank you so much. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. We will be back in 5 minutes. I will be in the seat, and we are going to be designing a zine and working
Ooh,
through what it
fun.
looks like to sequence a zine with images in telling a story. So,
Well, you guys should check that out. That
Yeah.
sounds sick. Yeah.
awesome. All right. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
This is going to be a really important stream. One of my favorite things is that we have this really cool media button here that we can find all sorts of photos, videos, music that is totally commercially safe. I think it'd be really cool to be able to pop in and see if we can find something that we could sneak that we have merch coming. Pink t-shirts on a clothing rack. We could really kind of go through and find things that really speak to the Socials and Stilettos branding, or keep it very simple. Like this is kind of cool, right? And then maybe add some text on top. Socialista flag, and then maybe we can put coming soon. So this is something really cool that is a new update in Adobe Express. Are you all ready? Drum roll, please. Let's say I want to pull in some more photos. I iconography, really any additional assets, but I'm like not really too sure where to start. I'm a small business owner. I don't have design experience. When you pop into your media tab here, do you see this new option? It says ideas based on your file. So this is contextual recommendations. It is taking information about your design and giving you suggestions of things that it thinks will complement really well with what you already have going on. So if I want to create another page, let's see, clothing brand. Love it. That's exactly what we're doing here. We got lots of fun stuff to play around with here. We're gonna do Instagram story t-shirt. I really want to try this one. Let's try replacing. Let's see.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have this one here of Amanda. Let's see. We can very easily pop in our brand colors. Here, what we can do is change the text. Talk about taking a template and making it our own right now, which is really cool.
Are you using the safe zones option? It's showing you where stuff is gonna get cropped off. Turn it on if you're using Express.
So making sure that your safe zone's on is so important, because when it comes to your ads creatives, it's really gonna help you make sure that nothing important is getting cut off for the different platforms or places that you're putting them. Something that you really, really, really wanna keep in mind is that you do not want to have any trending audio.
It's true.
Like any of your favorite songs, I promise you they are not licensed to use in an ad. So I really would recommend making sure that you're using commercial safe music. And there is so many different platforms out there to find commercial safe music, but you're gonna have to pay a little bit to get access to them. So why not just choose from things that are already readily available to you inside of your Adobe Express subscription or account.
Exactly. Upbeat pop background. Let's try this.
I love it.
There we go.
A lot of the tools that you know and love inside of Adobe Firefly or some of your other favorite programs are also available inside of Adobe Express.
Hi guys, we are back to finish it off. We're here with Raymond. Maybe give us a little recap of what we did a couple hours ago.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
I know we've been working through, but we're back. So if you guys missed it earlier this morning, we started off the stream with working through a recent project that I got to shoot this weekend. I had the chance to take photos at a local, or not local, very not local, a private airport in New York, in uptown New York, and I documented the head airport engineer there. And with that, in the stream, I walked you guys through what does it look like to professionally build a workflow when ingesting images. What does it look like to star, use color labels, use smart collections? What does it look like to stay organized when developing a project? What does it look like to also color? And what is the brain process doing when we are doing all of this? And so now that we have all of our images exported, we have our star ratings, we have our details. I'm in Bridge right now because I exported all my images out of Lightroom with all the metadata. I still have my labels, so we have everything here is 1-starred. That meant that I wanted to pretty much use those images possibly. Everything 2 stars is for sure images that I want to use, and then all red are kind of like detail supplementary images. And now we are going to go into Photoshop and bring this all home and make a zine. So
I'm so excited.
yeah, so I know it's not the usual sort of workflow to make a zine within Photoshop, but there are certain tools within Photoshop that I want to kind of show you guys and walk through. So yeah, awesome.
I'm very excited
Are
to
you
see.
ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, cool. Awesome. So, as I said, these are all the images right here. We kind of have everything, but I'm going to go into Photoshop right now and show you guys what we're working with so far. So, I'm going to make this bigger. Perfect. So, I am going to build out a 6x9 sort of zine, okay? And what zine stands for? Short for magazine. It's like a smaller, unofficial magazine. So I'm going to treat this as kind of like something that I would self-publish. Maybe I would make a couple prints of it. And then, we'll go from there. So right now I have a 6x9. As you could see, our image size is 6 inches by 9 inches. We're at 300 resolution. We're also working in CMYK because we are going to be sending this to print. And from here, I want to work in artboards so that we see all of our pages kind of next to each other and we're able to sort of see the story kind of evolve. And so with this, if I am selected on V, if I do Shift V, that's going to make it so that I can add, it'll go to the artboard section. And I'm going to select my artboard and I'm going to add another one. And so what we're going to change about this though is I am going to go to, as selected on my artboard 2, I'm going to change my width from 6 inches to 12 inches. And what that is doing and why I'm doing that is if you think of a zine or, a book or something, it is the front cover is half of what the inside spread is going to be. So what we are doing now is for the next couple of slides or artboards, we are going to be working in that full spread sort of, layout. So
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm going to make a couple of these. We are going to work through a 20-page zine. If you guys don't know, in order to print a booklet, it has to be divisible by 4. So if you think of a piece of paper, like something like this, it's going to be folded like this, and that's going to be sort of the zine. And with that, there's a side right here, there's a side right here, and then there's also the inside spread right there and the inside spread right there. So with that, we have to make sure that every zine, when we're deciding how many pages, it has to be divisible by 4. And so yeah, 20-page spread. That is essentially actually 5 actual pieces of paper So yeah, I know, a little
Some
confusing. Yeah, some math. But yeah, I promise I'm not actually a math guy. But I'm just gonna keep going. So with that,
I don't think that I've ever done artboards in Photoshop.
yeah, it's not normal. It's
I'm
not.
like, oh.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
not. It's definitely not a normal thing. But something that we were actually talking about earlier is you are able to do very, very similar things within different Adobe programs.
Yes.
And so,
Yeah.
say if you very much started out learning design or whatever within Photoshop, there are ways to still use Photoshop for different design techniques or principles. And so, yeah, I like to do this sometimes, or depending on the project, I might just like to, use InDesign or something
Right.
like that. Or even Illustrator. You can do it in Illustrator as well. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we have 8. I'm going to do one more, but then on this one, this is going to be my half page. So okay. Now from here, I'm going to, just to make this a little bit different, I'm going to move these guys. Oh no. I just want to move these guys under so that I could see it a little bit better. So if we think about it, or here, I'm going to do one more thing. Like I said, these middle ones are spreads. So in order to know where my middle sort of crease is going to be at, I'm going to add some guides. So to do that, I'm going to go into View, Guides, New Guide Layout. And then within here, I'm actually going to do Target All Artboards. So what that does is that will make the grid on every single artboard when I'm on that artboard. And I'm just going to do a simple column, 2 columns so that there's one middle line going through. And then I'll push OK. And then what that's going to do is when I select onto a specific artboard, it shows me those grids.
Awesome.
And so what that's doing is that's giving us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. I forgot one page. So I need to add another artboard. So I'm just going to go here and there. Oh no, I changed all of that. Okay, this is kind of annoying now. I'm just going to change these names so I stay organized.
Trevin is asking, could you use InDesign for this? Absolutely.
Yes, 100%. Yeah, you could use InDesign, you could use Illustrator, you could definitely use multiples. So, awesome. Sweet, that looks good to me. I think that's right. Cool. Now, let's get going on placing some images in here. So, in here in Bridge, I have a lot of different photos. So if you guys weren't here before, we'll kind of show you what we're working with. We colored and processed all of these. And so the story that we were kind of talking about earlier was this idea of we're getting ready for a flight. So we're getting ready to go. We're prepping the plane. We're making sure everything works. Maybe testing I don't know why I can't think of what that is.
The spinny
Yeah,
thing?
the spinny thing. Why could I not think of that? Propeller?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
We're artists here, not
Yeah,
pilots,
we are artists.
So.
Yeah, totally. I mean, we were doing some math earlier.
That's
so,
true.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, so here is the sort of story that we're going with. And so we're just looking to make sure everything's good. We'd take a little drive to go get a part in another plane to put it in the new plane. Then we also got some portraits, some more intentional stuff.
These came out so good. I love, the filters, like what you did to them.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. This was a fun one. He even had to replace the windshield, which was kind of crazy. So yeah, super fun. Mess with some reflections. So with this, let's start off just with our front cover image. So what are we thinking? I feel like it needs to be something encapsulating of the whole sort of event, kind of. So it definitely has to have a plane in it. Let's see.
I do love the one where it's just like the plane and the garage.
Oh, this
that
one? Yeah. I do love that one
but it's
too.
It's horizontal and you're working with.
Yeah. So I honestly, and I think that this is like a good like ender. It's a good like,
yes,
we're getting ready to take off. We finally reached our point of like getting ready
True.
for the flight. So I'm just gonna drag this guy actually in here already. And I'm just gonna bring this to my last page as like the ender. Nice. Perfect. And then, yeah, I mean, that's fine right now.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go back to this first image. I think I like, where was it? I was thinking of maybe this guy. I feel like it's, I don't know, this idea of like getting ready for the flight. It's like you're in the plane getting ready for the flight too. It's like you're about to take off. So I think I want to actually work with this guy. So we'll see here.
And then that fits the vertical layout.
Exactly. Yep. So, and I think I want to do here, make this boy full boy. Yep. Center. And make it a little bigger. Yeah. Okay, cool. I like this. And so now I'm going to show you guys kind of the reason of why we're in Photoshop. What are the features within Photoshop that makes it better for producing a zine? That is dynamic text.
I'm very excited to see this.
Yeah, if you guys don't know what dynamic text is a new feature that, we've all made like blocks of text, but then we've had to like make different shape or make different words different sizes or kern them in different ways in order to them to fit within a box.
Right.
Dynamic text pretty much eliminates all that time and makes it so that you can really focus on what you're doing by so like let's just type something right here. Let's see, what's a good title for the zine before or prepping the flight, from, or no, it's going to be from ground to air, getting ready. I should have my copy ready in time. Getting the flight ready. Such good copy. So as you could see, it's kind of all over the place. It's not full, but if we go into here, select all, and there's this new little button with a lightning bolt. We can click this, and what this does is if we're in here, we can move this guy over. Oh, what is going on there? Oh no. I don't know why this is like emptying, spacing it.
Oh yeah, that's weird.
Yeah.
Maybe just copy and redo it.
Yeah, maybe.
Emily says, planes are like hot dogs. I don't want to know how they're made. I
Yeah.
agree.
Yeah, I could see that for sure.
And yes, Trevin, we are using Photoshop out of preference in this case because of this specific feature, which, you know, with all new features, sometimes there's little hiccups along the way, and that is okay. We are figuring it out.
Totally. So I think I do actually know what it is. It is... this is very weird.
Guys, if you have any more questions, please send them our way.
Yes.
Lily was
please.
asking some great questions because she had a class on intro to design or something like that, but she had to log off. So if anyone else, I know, she was asking such great questions the whole time. So if you have any questions, please let us know. We would love to answer any and all of them.
Totally. So here, this is what I mean by we have our text is in a perfectly bound box. And even looking at the pixels, it is perfectly aligned. And even if we do some of this, if we maybe came here and entered, it is going to resize everything perfectly.
I love that.
So this is really fun to do. I think I'm actually going to move this one down. And then within our properties, we can adjust all of these by messing around with these new sort of tools within the properties under the dynamic text. This is changing the spacing between the words so that we could give them either really close together or give them some room to breathe. And then we also have this, which is doing the same thing, but on top and bottom.
Cool.
So this is really nice if you want to get super specific on how your box looks. But also the cool thing is the features that are already in the type. So this section, we can fix this, or that guy doesn't change, or this guy. So with the dynamic text, it makes it so that you can't do certain features, even if I was going to change my font size. As you can see, it's not doing anything, because depending on the box that you've made, it's going to change it automatically.
That's awesome.
So
I know so many of us have spent so much time aligning and getting everything to be the perfect width and height. So this is amazing. I actually haven't used this before. I cannot wait to get home and start playing around with dynamic text.
Totally. And I mean, it's only, this is, I don't know, I love this because it's something that like designers and just creative people in general have like always done, and it's always a tedious thing.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like this would be probably a good idea. And Adobe listened. So
yeah. I love it.
Sweet. So I'm actually going to fix this guy. I'm going to bring it up a little bit. Maybe like there. And then I'm going to give a lot of room on there. And then I'm actually going to, so this guy, if you take this, why isn't it done doing it? You should be able to change that. Interesting. This one should be able to change. And I have changed it before. But we're just going to enter it in. Yeah.
That looks so good.
And I really like this because it is making it so that, it's all within the bounding box, obviously. But if we go here, and we could select certain ones, and then we could also like just change still the logo of certain things. So yeah, I kind of want just this text to be in this black part, and then I'm really liking what's happening here. Maybe even like that, and then I might bring this guy down a little bit.
And I do like that you're able to select different parts of it and edit them in that
Yeah.
way, and it doesn't like edit the whole thing.
Yeah.
That's really cool. Yeah, so fun.
Make that a little centered. Okay, it was kind of working right there. Okay. No, we're not doing that. I also want to do, just to clean up this guy a little bit, I think that this is a little too messy. So I'm just going to select this guy and just take this guy out using the remove. So let that go. As that's going, let's look at what's some first images. So we're thinking about how do we want to start this. I think like this might be an interesting way to start. This might be interesting.
Yeah, there's a lot of good options.
Yeah, I think we're actually going to start with this guy. So I'm going to bring it in. Wow, this guy is slow right now. Interesting. Generative fill. Get rid of that. Sometimes just using the generative works faster.
Let's see.
There we go.
Perfect.
There we go.
Easy peasy. And that was faster.
It was.
Yeah. Okay, awesome.
Okay, sick. And then I think just to make this a little bit more graphic, I'm actually going to... I'm going to merge these guys. Oh, black and white is not available in CMYK. Okay, got you. Interesting. I'm gonna go here then. Oh, this is just interesting.
Are you trying to... Oh, yeah, you made it black and white?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, it kind of has like a vintage feeling though a little bit to it, which is interesting. So, but then I think I do want to make just this image. I don't like these guys up here. I feel like this is a little distracting. And because this is the cover, it's kind of like the eye-grabbing sort of thing. And so you want to, for your cover on any sort of zine or front of page thing, it needs to be, I feel like it needs to be graphic. It needs to be something that you can sort of, I don't know, it catches your eye a little bit. And so that's why I'm kind of like getting rid of distractions. So text is a little bit easier. Oh, what is that? That's what I want.
Perfect.
Yeah. Perfect.
Yeah, much clearer.
Yeah, I like that a little bit more. I'm gonna merge these guys. Oh, not merge visible. No. Merge layers. Where'd it go? I literally just did it. That's so interesting. Okay, well.
Just leave it.
Yep. There we go. Cool. I like that. Now let's go here. Let's drag this guy over. Yeah, we'll bring that to the second one.
So cool.
And so this, I think we can think of it in a couple different ways. We can either think of it as a, a photo book necessarily, or like a magazine. Which magazine is definitely a lot more text and a lot more sort of like, I don't know, more inviting to a viewer to sort of like, I don't know, it approaches it differently. And I kind of go in between. So I think some of the pages should, you know, let the images live on their own, and then some of the images should be allowed to sort of have insight into what they're doing, maybe with some sort of text option. And so I think there's a really interesting, oh yes, this image.
And it just all depends on what you're trying to convey and what you want to just say with your work, right? Because some of them, maybe you just want to show pictures, or
totally,
you want to do a lot of text. It just really depends on the project.
Yeah, totally. And I think even for this, we could see that our grid is kind of in the middle. And so what I'm going to do actually for this is I'm going to take my marquee tool. I'm going to select this guy. Oh, I'm going to select just this box.
Mask it.
Yep, I'm going to mask that guy. And then I'm going to unlink that guy. And what that unlink does is, so what that unlink, if I link it, then that means that I'm moving the mask and the photo. If I unlink it and I have selected on the mask, that means that I'm moving the mask, but the photo's staying the same. But if I select the photo, that means that the photo's moving, but the mask is staying the same. So I like that. I think I'm actually going to bring this photo a little bit bigger.
Perfect.
Yeah.
And I've even done a zine where like I play with the images going onto the other page.
Totally.
And that also looks really cool.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely a time and the place for that. And then, like let's work on some text on here. Let's see if it plays. Let's see. Airport mechanic looks for his tools. So we're kind of treating this one very, there we go, loading.
And then Emily is saying, this isn't your first zine. What's your favorite one, and what brings you back to this format?
Yeah, that is a great question. I love working in zines. I think it's like a great way of how to make your work accessible, I think. I really like it because you're able to print it so easily. Whether working with a local print shop or even just printing it yourself. I've done a couple of zines where I'm literally printing them on the spot. And so, yeah, I think it's easy. I think it's accessible and makes it so that you don't necessarily always have to be working for a magazine. Yeah. Let's see. Awesome. And then, so if you are on the tool or the text tool, if you're selected on the text, and when you adjust this, what this is going to do is adjust the text and how it's sort of moving around within the box. That's where the dynamic is really coming together. But then if we go here, select option as we move it, this selects the size of it.
Cool. Okay.
And then in the same way, we can, let's see. Oh. There we go. Wow, this guy is just...
What was the first zine you ever made?
The first zine was... That's a great question. I made a book, but it was kind of zine-like a couple years ago, and I self-published that one, and that was a book called Grow, which was a lot of documentary work, pretty much revolving around the concept that we're all growing in some shape or form, no matter what age we are.
Oh, cool.
And that really looked like documenting my nephew a lot. Yeah, so a lot of the work revolves around him, sort of.
That's so sweet. Yeah, I think the first one I made was just, God, this was a while ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a lot of analog work because I primarily I'm like a designer, illustrator, 99% digital. And
Sick.
so it was like me doing analog work, a lot of painting. I
Yeah.
took photos of that. I did a lot of collage and just mixed media, some photography, and I just put it all together, sent it to print on this like fancy, really fancy paper, but it still was accessible, like you were saying,
Totally.
to most people.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was so fun. I need to make an updated one.
Okay, this still is not doing it for something. I think my guy's just glitching out right now.
That looks good though.
Yeah, it still works. I think we'll even bring this guy up here. Yeah, kind of interesting. Yeah, let's move on. Let's keep going. And I really like this concept of like, I don't know, it's very graphic.
Yeah.
And like also like even messing around with like some of that text and
Yeah.
yeah, giving a different feeling to it. So now he's got the tools. What is he getting the tools for? You know, what is he actually working for? And so I think like maybe one of these like more in-depth kind of images. And then, yeah, we'll go here. And then not that one just quite yet. And then maybe even this guy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I love that one.
2, 3. Okay, these guys need to be in 3. There we go. I think this one might even be nice, how we were kind of talking about earlier. Like leaning.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe it's like this, and then maybe there's something right here.
Yeah, I'm like, those photos are so nice. Like, some of them, I'm like, they just need to be full spreads.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And that's the ending. That's the,
Yeah.
This guy's definitely going to be living in that world.
So cool. Yeah, I love how that looks. The contrast between the full color, the black and white.
Yes. Cool. Love that. Let's add some more. I think I do want to do a little bit different of a text. Okay. Words. Oh, wow. Keeps adding to a different artboard,
Yeah.
which is kind of annoying. There we go.
How far outside of New York was this?
It was a couple hours away.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like
It
looks
not New York. Yeah, it does not look like New
Yeah.
York for sure. Yeah, so
That's cool.
Lawrenceburg Airport. Okay, wow, what is going on here?
It keeps wanting to make it really vertical.
Yeah. Oh. Okay.
Is it pulling from like that layout essentially?
Hold on. I think I know what happened. There it is. So this is what I was looking for earlier. Okay. So let's adjust a little bit now.
People in the chat, let us know where you're watching from.
Yes.
I'm really
totally.
curious. Like we said, we are in San Francisco, and then I flew in from San Diego and Raymond from Riverside.
Yes. Yeah.
So.
I actually did fly in from New York.
Oh, okay.
From this shoot, actually. But yeah, I am from Riverside usually.
Phoenix. Cool.
Nice. Phoenix. Shout out. Love Phoenix.
I gotta go.
Oh, it's incredible.
I need to go. South Florida. Still hot.
Yeah, that sounds crazy.
I'm from San Diego, but I'm actually really looking forward to cooler weather. I'm not too
Yeah.
much of a hot summer
Yeah.
person. So I can't wait.
Okay, here we finally go.
Okay, so what was happening?
So it was just not, so there's this feature that allows you to, bring a certain part of it down. And yeah, I don't really know what was happening.
Yeah.
But I kind of just like reset everything and started back.
Perfect.
And now we're,
Sometimes you gotta do that.
yeah, now we are chilling.
Awesome.
So cool.
Nashville. Awesome.
Nashville, nice.
U.S. people. I feel like most of the Europe folks maybe went to sleep.
Oh, yeah, that is probably true.
It's kind of like locking in for some reason, right?
Yeah, I know. I'm just going to restart that
Yeah.
guy.
Okay, and so to do it, I'm just like going back.
Yeah.
Because I've never done this. So you do the T, like the text tool,
Yep.
and then you go to the top where the little bolt is.
Yes.
Okay.
Awesome. So we're bringing it up here. And then, yeah, it's this little lightning bolt here. And then that will make it so that...
Okay. Is dynamic text in InDesign?
It is not. That's why we're working in here.
It's
And
a Photoshop feature.
yeah, Photoshop specific feature.
Which, if you think about it, that would make sense for it to be in InDesign as well.
Yeah, 100%. Okay. Where did it just go? Wow, okay. I'm gonna make this actually a little bit, wow.
Yeah, it's kind. I think it's the Wi-Fi or something.
Okay, I honestly think I might need to just do a quick little restart Photoshop. Yeah, but while that's saving right now, so we could hop back to it. So we had the getting the tools, we had the making sure that our, we understood what he was getting the tools for. Now I think I want to go into like this story of like, okay, he needs to go get something else. And so
Okay.
he has to go there. And so thinking about that, we're trying to follow chronologically. And so we're going to quit this guy. And then I'm just going to go here. And then, okay, let's open this guy back up.
Yeah, and I love how, I mean, for a lot of people, maybe it'll look like, the photos, but you're really trying to tell a story through this, and I do love that. Okay, which one's that? Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna go here. And I think this might even be just a full page.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. Now let's just keep going. We got this guy. Now we'll get this shot of him kind of driving to it. I kind of like it going over that again. And then maybe even, or we'll do here, and then we'll add like another one underneath it.
Oh yeah, fun. Haven't done that, so that's gonna look good.
Yeah, we'll bring this guy of him like going into there.
Where he disappears into the...
Yeah, exactly.
I feel like I haven't played with layout in a while in this sense of
Yeah.
like a zine or photography, and I'm like,
I think
This
I like
is making me excited.
more.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, that's the
Yeah,
one.
I like this one more.
Yes, that looks so good.
Fire. Sick. And then we'll even do like one of maybe just a simple portrait. I think I like the portrait vibes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Do we like the eye contact?
Maybe I can't decide.
I think I do like the eye contact. I think we're running with it.
Okay. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, and then this one we'll kind of just center it. Yeah. Perfect.
You're gonna have to like mail him one.
I know, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah. I will for sure.
That would be so cool.
Yep. Whoa, what's going on there? Okay, so
Do you remember his name?
yes, it was David.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay, I'm trying to figure out why it's just
It keeps doing that.
yeah. Do you have any suggestions?
I'm like, yeah, I'm trying to look, but also this is the first time I see this feature in use.
Yeah. Well, this isn't even.
Oh, that's just oh yeah,
This
because
is
you're
just
just
normal
making.
text right now.
Are you making a box or are you just typing?
No, I'm just typing.
It shouldn't be doing that.
I know. That's why I'm very confused.
Yeah, I don't know. If anyone in the chat has an idea of why that could be happening, let us know. What's
Maybe I should just do a text box.
I know there's like, it's the baseline jump, isn't it? Hmm? It's like one of those things where like you can't figure it out, and then later, like tomorrow or
gonna
something,
figure it
you'll
out.
be like, oh my
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
What?
It was like creating a box at the top too.
Yeah.
So that doesn't make sense.
Like there's nothing
Yeah.
there. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, what the hell? That's so weird.
That is very interesting.
Well, you can just keep placing the photos
Yeah.
and then we'll go back to that.
Yeah, totally.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, I do. We're just gonna work with it.
Yeah. Make that number a 0.
Oh, is that it? There it is.
Yes. Thank you, Carol.
Okay. Wow. That was way too confusing.
Oh my God. See, it's one of those things where you're like looking at everything, your brain's all over the place. You're
Yeah,
like,
totally.
"Ah." Okay. Carol, you solved the mystery for us, so
Yeah,
thank you.
100%. Sick.
Okay, perfect. Back on track.
Yes. I want to take, oh, not that. Just want to take this guy. Okay, so now that that's not messing up, if we take this guy, run this down,
There you go.
this is what we were going for earlier.
Okay. Oh, so good.
And then we'll bring this. Here, and then we're actually going to make it, oh, wrong thing. I need to push command. Oh my gosh.
Just center it. That looks great.
Okay, there we go.
Oh,
Cool.
so looks
And as
so
we
clean.
we keep going. Okay, so scribing for parts. He grabbed the part. Now let's maybe take this guy, and then we will go, what's in our have to selects folder? So this guy for sure.
Him changing the windshield.
Yeah. So this is the part that he just grabbed.
Mm-hmm. We have 6 minutes.
Perfect.
Yes.
Okay, and I kind of like this one to be like
Yeah.
an overlapping one as well.
That looks so good. Yeah.
Perfect. Wow. Parts. So official. That's the official airport term, actually.
Perfect.
Yeah.
That works.
Let's get these guys.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm actually going to get this one as well. Okay, select those. Perfect. Let's bring those over to 7. Oh, wow, that guy's big.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. There we go. Oh my gosh. These files are massive.
Yeah.
So.
You know, it's actually moving pretty fast for the size, so.
Yeah.
I love to see how it's all shaping up, like how it's coming together.
Yeah.
It looks so good. Mm-hmm.
That one on there. We'll get this one here. Make this one a little bigger.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Shield. That's not how you spell shield. Repair.
Mm-hmm.
And then here, dynamic. And then we'll make it this big. Now it's not giving me problems.
Perfect. That happens.
I know.
But you're almost there. This is looking great. And now we all have a new feature to play with at home.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
There we go. I like that. And then we got 2 more spreads. We got it.
You got it.
And I think even like this guy.
Yes.
Oof. Yeah, that's so nice. I think maybe even this guy comes to 9. And then we'll do those weird like warped ones on the other one.
Okay.
Perfect.
You got this.
Let's see this guy and this guy.
I can even picture this with like doing flyer design, anything with a lot of copy. This is a game changer.
Totally. Oh yeah, this one like layering over for sure. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, that looks awesome.
Awesome. And then I think I might even take these guys and put it over here, but over just that one. Yeah. Sick. Those black and white tones are different, but it is okay. Sweet. And then I want to do one more text just on this guy. I think, oh, where'd that guy come from? I think I'm gonna make this full screen as well.
Yes.
Okay, what's the text here? Time to fly?
Yeah. I mean,
It's so simple, but
yeah. I think that works.
yeah. Okay, so dynamic.
Yes. I love it. Gotta get that iconic red.
Yeah, I think this one just like
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
there we go.
Perfect.
Just take over everything.
Mm-hmm. I want to see them all together.
Sick. Cool. So yeah, here it is from start to finish. So we'll go here. So we have our very graphic kind of starting image using the dynamic text to separate, but still have borders and still have, some restraint on it. Then we're going over to figuring out what tools do we need for the job in order to make this plane actually work.
Yeah.
And so showcasing some of the airport, showcasing the action of going and actually retrieving maybe more tools or parts or whatever you need, scrapping for parts, and then actually having the parts. Then coming down here, realizing that it's not just parts that he needed, but it's also the windshield that he needed to repair, applying that windshield, making adjustments, and now it is time to fly, and he is ready to go.
Thank you so much.
So yeah.
Yay! Thank
Thank
you for
you
showing
guys.
us.
Yeah.
This was so much fun.
Yeah, totally. Dynamic text, it's, still getting used to it a little bit, but when it works, it is incredible. And yeah, I can't wait to see what everyone does with it.
I can't wait. Thank you guys for joining us. Can't wait to talk next time.
Bye.
Bye.